app and sign up with promo code FANATIC to get in on all of the action. That's FanDuel Sportsbook, promo code FANATIC.
21 plus and present in NJ or PA. First online real money wager only for risk-free bet. Refund issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 7 days. Restrictions apply. See sportsbook.fanduel.com for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hello, I'm a unicorn. Yes, one of those. Everyone's trying to find me, but most can't. Unless there's ZipRecruiter. If you've hired before, you understand it's quite hard to find a unicorn. You know, someone who's perfect for your role. So how does ZipRecruiter do it so quickly? ZipRecruiter's technology matches your job up with the right people for your role and invites them to apply, so you get brilliant candidates fast.
Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/hire. That's ZipRecruiter.com/hire.
What do you get when you talk to a Dell Technologies advisor? You get someone who understands there's an art to listening, who's able to hear more than what's being said, and can provide tailored small business solutions that make you feel truly heard. For advice on everything from laptops to the cloud and solutions powered by Intel vPro platform, call an advisor today at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL to talk to an advisor today who's ready to help with all your small business needs. 877-ASK-DELL.
Goodyear knows the importance of keeping momentum as you head down the stretch. Momentum starts with movement. It's pulled from the air like a contested rebound. Momentum builds with steals and fast breaks, and is proven by deep threes as the shot clock expires. Momentum is how we change the game, and now it's time to discover where it can take us. Goodyear, more driven. It's time for some straight talk. Sure, saving money feels good, but cutting your wireless bill in half, that feels really good. Like walk-off home run in the 9th inning kind of good. Okay, maybe not that good, but pretty darn good. With Straight Talk, you can get 25 gigs of high-speed data for $45 a month, up to 50% less than the other guys. Plus, no contract. All on America's best networks. Why pay a whole lot when you could pay half? Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise.
Hi, this is Travis Sanema of the Philadelphia Flyers. We want you to join us in the fight to end the COVID-19 pandemic. This is our city, and we're all in this together.
Go for ice. There's Santa on it. Second three. Got it in front. He shoots. He scores!
So do your part, get vaccinated, and help be a part of the greatest comeback in Philly history. Visit PhiladelphiaFlyers.com for more information on how you can take your shot.
Today's pros need today's tools, and nobody understands that better than the Home Depot. Our app makes it simpler to get supplies ordered and delivered. Our online project calculators cut guesswork and last-second supply runs. Job site delivery puts what you need where and when you need it. And rental puts the right equipment in your hands, but not your overhead. That's how today's pros get more done. New tech, new tools, old-fashioned hard work. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
Wendy's new jalapeno popper chicken sandwich and salad are here. All the jalapeno popper flavor you love with our famous spicy chicken. Download the Wendy's app for delivery on this great new flavor and more today.
At participating Wendy's, delivery may vary by location. Prices may be higher than at restaurant. Delivery fees may apply.
Running low on eggs and time? Order groceries and more from Walmart. Choose fast delivery or free pickup and let the Walmart team of expert shoppers handpick items for you. Use code WOWFRESH for $10 off your first order, $50 minimum. Delivery fees and restrictions apply.
During a normal year, moms do it all. They're superhuman. But this year, moms took on so much more. They kept us safe, kept our hopes up, and kept everyone going. And that's on top of all the other superhuman mom stuff. So this Mother's Day, shop Hellsberg Diamonds and make Mother's Day extra special for her. We have a large selection of meaningful gifts for every budget, so our associates can help you find the perfect gift to show how much you truly appreciate her. Visit your local Hellsberg store or hellsberg.com. Don't forget your special mom this year, Sunday, May 9th.
Golf season is in full swing, and Montgomery County is groomed and ready. Monday, May 3rd is the annual Travel Rally Day and Montco Golf Classic, hosted by the Valley Forge Tourism and Convention Board at Bluestone Country Club in Bluebell. 97.5 The Fanatic's Anthony Gargano will broadcast live. Golf in Montco is the perfect socially distanced sport for fresh air and exercise. So save time and money. Book your tee times now at montcogolf.com. That's montcogolf.com.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station.
It's 97.5 The Fanatic's NFL Draft All Star Spectacular, presented by Nolan Painting. Great pay and benefits. Apply at nolanpainting.com.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. It's the Fanatic 500.
Yes, it is. Your chance to win $500 from 97.5 The Fanatic. Text the word BANK, B-A-N-K, to 45911. That's the word BANK. Or you can enter it on the Fanatic mobile app or at 97.5thefanatic.com. One winner selected at random will win $500. Everyone that enters on our app or website be qualified for a $10,000 grand prize. The Fanatic 500 is sponsored by the Parks Casino Sportsbook app, the official sportsbook partner of the Real Philly Fan. Got to be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Get complete rules for this company-wide contest at 97.5thefanatic.com. Please remember to never text and drive. Good luck.
It's time now for Cuz Radio.
What up, Cuz? Deshaun Jackson gets a block. Are you kidding?
Talking with the Cuz.
Yo, Cuz. How you doing? Stairs rips one into the night.
Stolen by the doctor. Yes, he's got it. Here he comes. Ray rocked the baby to sleep and slam dunk.
Look, Cuz, don't even try it, okay?
Now here's Anthony Gargano.
Why don't you get the hell out of here, Cuz?
Good morning, everybody. Happy draft day. Bleeping yeah, it's draft day, baby. Oh, I'm excited. NFL Draft 2021 tonight. It's Cuz Ready with the Tunis, and it's an all-star spectacular here on 97.5 The Fanatic. A lot of fun all day long. We're going to have some fun with all the hosts, everybody hanging out, and we love it. I love it. We love our people here, and I really enjoy it. It's fun to get to work and to chit-chat with all the guys and exchange opinions, bust balls. I mean, that's what it's all about, right? It's a giant bar scene. Like, here's my only regret with this whole thing is where it should be is that we should have 97.5 The Fanatic pub, and we should be at a bar, and it should be, the whole nine going on, right? We should be live from the bar, broadcast equipment, the whole thing, and nice, cushy place, Center City. You know what I'm saying? That's where we should be. So here's our schedule for today. 10:30, Bob Cooney. I love Bobby C. So we're going to be talking, Bobby C and I will get deep dive. Well, we're going to be talking Sixers in addition to the draft. Bob and I can't not talk Sixers, so we'll be doing some Sixers. Same goes with Tyrone at 11. Me, the Ty guy. It's uncanny sometimes, and I'm going to bring this up when Ty gets in here, but I was talking to a buddy of mine who was the longtime editor of the Philadelphia Daily News, Pat McClune, who's one of these Philadelphia legend type guys, right? Like, when I was at Temple, I went and scheduled an appointment with Pat. He was the editor of the paper, and I was a big, me. I was one of these kids that I wanted to write about sports when I was young. I knew it. I love to write and I love sports, and so I remember going in to see Pat, and he gave me the road. Like, you got to go out of town, you got to make a name for yourself, and then you come back home. And he was great. We've been friends ever since. And he said, I got to tell you something. You told me about Tyrone Johnson 15 years ago. And that dude's a star. He's fantastic. So we'll get Ty Guy at 11. Oh, Jamie and Devon, the draft line guys, at 11:30. Oh, that's fantastic. I get my boy, who I ushered into the business and worked together for all those years. Always a fun. And no one is better at the station than Devon. Just dynamite dude. So we'll have some fun. And then we go to Mikey at noon. Oh, the conversations. That's where you got to get a bottle. All right, Holmes? You got to get a bottle for that hour. We got to, because All those late night conversations. Mikey and I used to have these late night conversations. Oh, classic. Looking forward to that. And then Johnny Decay at 1. Cannot wait for that. Well, it was funny. We were just talking about during the break between shows. Johnny and I were just kind of BSing about life and growing up. Like we very similar kind of circumstances. Growing up, like understanding the same kind of people, and also very cool. So I hope you enjoy it, and it's a lot of fun. And that'll take us in the Mikey show. We'll be kind of mixing and matching for the Mikey Miss show. They put a lot of work into this thing. Kudos to Chuck D'Amico, our program director, and the coach, Eric Camille, for really diving deep in this thing. A lot of fun. Good morning, Tunis.
What's going on, man? How you doing?
What's up, Parlay King?
Hey, how you doing?
Let me start off by saying congratulations. Give yourself a round of applause.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Yes.
Last night was a good night. And this morning, because I kind of woke up and checked.
I mean, what a surprise.
Yeah, it was a nice little surprise.
Wake up, you got big dollars in your account.
Yeah, I was getting ready because I did the 6:30 shift. I was I was honored to be at 6:30 here on the John Kincaid
show. I heard
show.
You show up at the John Kincaid show.
I came in a suit. I came in a suit after pulling a short straw. And I was like, you know what? Let me check before I head out the door. So this is 5:45 or whatever. And my account, it was taking a while to open. And I was like, this has never happened before. And then sure enough, it says the funds at the top right.
Nice job,
and there
dude.
it was. So good start to All-Star Day for me.
That's it. Good job, my man.
Best day of my life.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I got married once. That was a good day.
No, good job, dude.
Hit a parlay that day.
And we got a win double last night.
Yeah.
So it was a good one. Although I got to tell you,
I'm ready to fight.
Yeah, me too.
I'm ready to fight, man.
Listen, when Bryce gets hit, I love Bryce. I got to tell you, Bryce. I I was pumped up like everybody else for him.
Yeah.
But I got to tell you, he's become one of my favorite guys in town.
Anyone else gets hit in the face, we're laying there crying for hours.
Right?
He just pops up.
He's the man.
And he gave a stare at the pitcher before he walked off.
Yeah.
Now, listen, I didn't think that was intentional by any means. I just think that pitcher sucks.
Yeah, no, it was not intentional. And you're right. He's got no control.
None.
No control whatsoever, which makes it
violent.
Yes.
It's violent.
Very
next pitch, you drilled Didi. 95, 96 miles per hour.
So this is what... So all this stuff's going on, right? And the thing I don't want as a father of a kid who's playing baseball, like kid pitch for the first time.
Yeah.
Right? So this morning, Massimo says to me, Daddy, did you watch the Phillies game last night?
Oh, no.
I was like, yeah. I go, yeah. He goes, Bryce Harper got hit in the face. I said, yeah, Dad. I go, I said, how do you know? He goes, I just saw it on the news. I go, yeah, Dad, he's fine. I go, he's all right. I go, I said, listen, it doesn't, hurt like that. It's, it never really happens. And I'm trying to figure out what to say to him without completely lying.
Yeah, I mean, it is a 1 in a million thing, right?
But the last thing I want is now all of a sudden that's in the back of his mind.
Yeah.
That pick. Because I remember being a kid and seeing a guy get hit with a line drive in the face. Now, this was off the bat. The pitcher got hit with a line drive.
Yeah, and you're like, I don't want to step on that mound anymore.
And you go, oh, my God. And I remember pitching going, feeling it. You get over it, but you start to feel it for the first time.
Especially when you're the next guy, right? And if you're Didi, right, you're the next guy, you're probably already kind of shaking a little bit in the batter's box. You get drilled.
Yeah. So, I'm with you.
I'm ready to fight.
Yeah, let's go.
Today, they got to make a statement today.
Let's go.
I'm not normally like that. I'm really not. You got to make a statement today.
No, I agree.
You can't do it right off the bat because I'm sure there's going to be warnings, issued right off the start of the game, and you don't want to lose Noel after one pitch. But you get to a lead today.
I agree.
Get to a big lead today, boys.
Yeah.
And then you bring in somebody who's, Alvarado. Well, he might miss because he...
Yeah, but guess what? He throws hard, though.
That's true.
I like to see Alvarado come in. And just...
Yeah, you got to bring in somebody with heat. Coonrod's got some heat.
Yeah.
To bring him in.
No, I agree.
He was all fiery last night, so I'm sure he's
good win though,
looking.
man.
Yeah, great win.
Good win.
Kutch. Listen, I don't think he's going to have this resurgence, but I think getting him out of the leadoff spot was a good idea.
Yeah.
Because he was killing you. He was killing you. He was looking to walk, and when he had to swing, he wasn't putting the ball in play.
Get a leadoff hitter,
yeah, they
dude.
do. They are desperate because it can't be Brad Miller. It can't be the days that Matt Joyce is in. Everyone keeps on saying Bryce Harper. He might be the best option on the team, but I don't want to move Bryce Harper out of the 3-hole. I don't want to screw up Hoskins again. You got no leadoff hitter. None. That's where you have to go out and find someone.
I mean, it's bad.
Yeah.
But play the song, Tunis.
Oh, yes. I will play the song in a second. Here, I'll play this one first.
All right. So last night, I know there's no Trae Young, but it was just good to see a route city.
Oh, yeah.
All right? Oh, I'm starting to feel it for the boys. We're close. We're getting close.
Yeah, they are. It's been a good sign. Again, no Trae Young.
Everybody.
The first game was the Oklahoma City Thunder, and they missed their guys that are decent on that team. So, they had nobody on the Thunder that night. But you're getting them back out there on the court. I'm calmed down a little bit now.
Yeah, I am too.
I was freaking out the other day. And it feels good to kind of be relaxed today.
Yeah, I was not. I was a little worried on Monday. Because remember, Friday I was zen. Monday.
I was going nuts.
Well, we need to see Ben back. I mean, that was the key. We didn't know how long the Ben thing would linger. But Ben being back, it just kind of stabilizes. You kind of know now, all right, this is what it's going to be. And let's go. And by the way, the Nets, it's getting dicey. Harden, setback. See that?
Yeah. Part of me wonders, are these setbacks just until playoff time?
Yeah,
we'll see.
Listen, I think the same thing.
I think they go, hey, we're good enough.
I think the same thing.
I mean, look, they told you that when the Sixers beat them. They didn't care.
Doesn't matter, though. Doesn't matter. Just, I want issues there.
Well, of course you do.
All right?
Yeah, you want issues with the Haasas.
I hate them. I hate them. Hate the Brooklyn.
Sleep till!
You know what a Hasa is, Frank? That's a pig. That don't fly straight.
That's one of my favorites. You know that. One of my all-time favorites. So, it is the NFL draft. And, I woke up. We do our, what were you thinking when you woke up? I'm trying to have a good attitude, dude.
Oh, sorry. That was my first thought this morning.
I'm trying to have a good attitude. I woke up, and it's funny because I woke up with I'm excited for a little NFL draft. Let me just suspend all my angst and all my eagledom and then focus in on the draft,
which is going to be fascinating.
It could be great.
Like you said, take fandom out of it real quick. Football fandom, all football fandom. It's going to be an awesome draft tonight.
Yeah, man. I'm excited. I'm excited how the whole thing falls.
Because who knows what they do it for?
Right.
I mean, that could change the entire complexion of the draft.
Just one 3's interesting too, because I don't know where Shanahan is a wild card.
Right.
Everybody's saying that if he's going to go Mac Jones, but I don't know.
I can see him going Fields.
Yeah.
I can see him being weird and going Lance.
Yes. The whole thing could go any which way.
Right. The reason why I say 4 is because Atlanta's still up in the air in terms of taking a quarterback. They might not. And if they don't take a quarterback, all of a sudden, all hell's going to break loose if they don't take a quarterback. Because I would imagine they go Pitts or Sewell or Chase. And if they go, let's say they go Sewell, now what the hell is Cincinnati going to do?
Do you think Howie acted too soon?
Yes. I did. Or I do. Now, he may have gotten his most worth at that time, right? You got a first round.
It's a gamble. Listen, you get a first rounder next year. Now, it's not a lock that you would have gotten it now.
Right.
Today.
Exactly.
However, if Atlanta goes a certain way, then all of a sudden
that 6th pick could have been more valuable. Right. You could have gotten more.
Right.
So last night during Beers with Bob asked me my percentage thought of stay at 12, trade up, or trade back. And the lowest percentage I had was trading back at 5%, because here's the reason why. You traded back to 12 because you think one of those guys that you wanted at 6, maybe not Chase or Pitts, but some of these like Devontae Smith, Patrick Surtain, you think they're going to be there at 12 still, which is why you make that trade. If you trade back again, that means everybody that was on your board was gone, and you completely flubbed up that evaluation process too. You can't. If you trade back at 12, the message that you're sending to me is, oh, we screwed up again.
Well, let me ask you this. I mean, what if the offer is just too good?
Well, if the offer's too good where it's New England wants to trade up 3 spots because a quarterback is still on the board, all right, that's one thing.
I don't know. I mean, what constitutes a mistake in your eyes?
Well, if you trade back to 16 and you take Kwity Paye, you know what I mean?
I don't want Kwity Paye either.
Exactly.
Okay? I really don't want to. But
they'll tell you at 16, that's good value.
Okay, well, yeah. Well, they're going to say good value no matter what, right? They took Jalen Hurts when nobody was going to take Jalen Hurts in the second round, and they said that was good value. While half the league was laughing at him. All right, seriously. But if somehow they got, I don't know, two first round, something crazy where you got.
That's crazy, but yeah, sure.
I don't know.
Crazy.
I mean, no, we talked about this the other day about getting the 2 late ones. If you got the 2 late ones for the 12. Would you do that?
Well, no. I stand by. I don't want to trade back that far because now you're out of the shot of lock players. If you go 27-31,
you would have turned 6 into 3 number 1 picks.
Yeah, and that would be impressive. It would be, but 27-31. I know every pick's a crapshoot, but 27-31, different situation than 12.
See, again, here's the problem, and this is going to be the problem all day when we talk about this draft is. What's the vantage point? What's the POV, right? What's the point of view? If it's you as the GM, like that getting 2 first-round picks, I would do that if I was drafting.
Right, but who are you taking at 27-31? So Najee Harris might go down there, right?
Yeah.
But you already got Miles Sanders. And they're probably not going to want to give up on Miles Sanders yet. They'll go, wow, we're going to draft another running back this high.
Yeah, but here's the point.
All the top corners will be gone except Farley, who might fall.
Yeah, but here's the point. Again, I'm looking at, I got to build the whole thing. So I need the most assets I can get. And I can't go into it thinking that I'm going to, if you got 27-31, you should get 2 starters out of that.
You should, but it depends on the position groups and where you value them.
Yeah, but they need everything.
Like you might be able to get a decent wide receiver still at 27-31.
Andrew, they need everything.
Yes, they do.
They do. They need everything.
But they also need talent. And they don't do that. They don't draft talent.
Again, Matt, you're going with the point of view of the Eagle from that Howie's the one drafting. My point is that if you're drafting, you, Andrew Salchunas,
yes,
you have faith in yourself?
Yeah, more than the Eagles.
Or at least faith in me if I'm drafting, right?
Yeah, you're in my ear.
All right.
Football decisions.
We need a whole team. And you do. Give me the young talent that you know is a lock right now.
Oh, you can't. Trevor Lawrence.
No. No. On this team, on the roster.
Oh, none.
Under 30. Under 30, you got a handful of guys. Sanders,
who's not a lock. He's got fumble issues. They didn't trust him in the 4-minute offense.
Right,
I can't go my lot a lock
by the way,
yet.
you still need another back anyway.
Right.
But Matt Lott is a guy that you're going to look at.
I feel
right?
high. I wouldn't draft a left tackle right now.
But the point is, and again, I'm not saying that I want them to do that. I'm just saying if I'm the GM, I got to think about that because I need everything. I got to rebuild this thing. This thing is being rebuilt from the ground up.
It is.
It's why I don't understand. Here's the guy. I love the guy. I love him to death. Love him to death. But this guy Reed from Charlotte who calls us, I love him. I think he's mad at us, but he's a great Eagle fan, and he called Mike yesterday, and he's so frustrated. You can hear the frustration in his voice. Well, but Jalen Hurts is going to be, he's the guy. How come you don't believe in him? And Mike's trying to tell him, listen, they don't believe in him.
Right.
He's not. Well, but this guy. Listen, they drafted him not to take over. It was incorrectly stated that they took Jalen Hurts last year to take over the team. It just played out that way. It was a terrible pick. It was a bad idea from the jump. All he was thinking was, I'm going to get a cheap backup quarterback who I can groom to be the guy because Wentz is often injured. That was in the back of his mind. Trying to outsmart everybody. It was a bad idea. It was. Bad idea. Problem is, he's not a franchise guy. You can see it. The odds are there. You know what he was in college. You know his limitations. Barring some sort of crazy, miraculous transformation, he's not going to be your guy. And they're telling you he's not your guy. They won't even give him the starting job.
No.
And they're stocking up for next year in case they have to get one. And they're already talking about, well, maybe we have to go, when all of the Deshaun Watson smoke clears, maybe we can go make a play for him. So that tells you all you need to know about Jalen Hurts. So the point is that this thing, and nobody wants to, well, not nobody. There's a small percentage of Eagle fans that don't realize this thing's a rebuild. This is the process, and the process begins tonight.
Go Phillies.
No, that play, because it just puts me in a good mood.
Plunk someone.
Wow.
Hey, Nolan. This one's going between the numbers here.
Yep.
Hey, Goldie.
I think I hate Goldie.
He's a hate to face.
He is. I hate Goldie more than Arenado. I like Arenado.
I've been wanting the Phillies to trade for him for 6 years now.
Goldie's a great player, but he needs to get plunked. All right. Let me give you a congratulations to Anthony Labruciano and the whole team at Labruciano Roofing. They just got a big-time award, the Contractor of the Year award in the Mid-Atlantic region by Certainteed. This, my friends, is a prestigious honor, and it's not a surprise. Because it's funny. I know that this dude, I know talent, all right? Roofing experts of all roofing experts. Don't trust any other company that does roofs. Trust, you got to trust all day long. Anthony Labruciano and the roofing experts of Labruciano Roofing. Call Anthony. That's right. The only expert, the roofing expert that I trust, I tell you, right here in the Delaware Valley, a Certainteed 5-star select shingle master. Now, I was brag about his artistry, but this thing is, he gets the best warranty in the business. 50 years from the manufacturer, 25 years on the expert workmanship, and his team at Labruciano Roofing, they get things moving quickly. Call them now to schedule an in-person, on-site estimate. Labruciano Roofing experts will take the time to explain your options, give you the peace of mind that you deserve. Look, you're a hard-working homeowner. You got to make sure your house is in good working shape. The bones are good. That means the roof. Call Anthony. Make sure you're good. 610-265-ROOF. That's 610-265-ROOF. Or you can visit them online, PARoofPros.com. That's PARoof, ROOF, pros, PROS.com.
Fanatic Sports Update.
It's draft day. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by Liberty Mutual Insurance, where you only pay for what you need. Nobody should have to pay for one-size-fits-all insurance. Liberty Mutual, customize your insurance so you only pay for what you need. Customize and save with Liberty Mutual Insurance. Today is round 1 of the NFL Draft. The Philadelphia Eagles currently sit with the 12th overall pick. Keyword currently. Jeremy Fowler of ESPN is reporting that the Eagles have been active this week with phone calls on a potential move-up. They say that multiple teams in that range think Philly might be trying to get ahead of Dallas for one of the top corners in the NFL draft. So make sure you just keep it locked here on The Fanatic for all the latest rumors. Of course, the draft is tonight, and it is also All-Star Day here on The Fanatic. You're going to hear different hosts on with different shows. Here's the lineup during Cuz Radio. You got Bob Cooney coming up next from 10:30 until 11, then Tyrone from 11 to 11:30. Jamie Lynch and Devon Gibbons, 11:30 to noon. Mikey Miss will be in with Anthony for the entire 12 o'clock hour. John Kincaid will be in with Anthony for the entire 1 o'clock hour. Phillies got the win yesterday in St. Louis, 5-3. Scary moment. Bryce Harper was hit in the face by a pitch. Didi Gregorius was hit the very next pitch. Joe Girardi ended up getting ejected. Keep it locked right here on The Fanatic for all the latest news and information. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the NFL Draft All-Star Spectacular on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Presented by Bradford White, professionally installed and built to be the best.
Imagine feeling the freedom of 20/20 vision without the hassle of foggy glasses and contacts. Well, thanks to the LASIK Vision Institute, that freedom could be yours. If you want LASIK, then the LASIK Vision Institute has officially taken away everything standing in your way. At the LASIK Vision Institute, we're now offering $1,000 off our Wavelight laser if you're treated in May. That's $500 off per eye. Go to LASIK.com to see this offer and see if LASIK is right for you. Plus, LASIK has never been more convenient. The procedure typically only takes 15 minutes, and most patients can get back to work the next day. The LASIK Vision Institute offers the latest FDA-approved LASIK technology, and our expert medical teams have performed over 1.3 million procedures. Technology and experience, all more affordable than you might imagine, especially with $1,000 off, $500 off per eye. Go to LASIK.com today to schedule your free consultation and start feeling the freedom of better vision. Must mention this promotion and be treated in May of 2021 to qualify. $1,000 off for both eyes on standard Wavelight price, $500 off for one eye. Cannot be combined with any other offers. See details at LASIK.com.
You've been lied to. Lied to by corrupt Washington politicians and the Wall Street propaganda machine. Hi, I'm Inc. magazine best-selling author Brett Kitchen, and I want to give you a free copy of my brand new book, Wealth Beyond Wall Street, because we all know another market crash could be right around the corner. After losing 35% in my IRA in the crash years ago, I said enough, and since then I discovered a way to grow money potentially double digits, reduce taxes dramatically, and also have my money protected when the next stock market crash hits. When the next market crash hits, you lose nothing. Call Wealth Beyond Wall Street now to get your free copy and talk with a specialist to discover this little-known strategy to get potential double-digit growth during good years and never lose when the next stock market crash hits, all while building a tax-advantaged retirement. Call 800-605-9191 to discover this asset that people like Walt Disney and JCPenney use to grow wealthy. Plus, get one of just 97 free books left. We even cover shipping and handling, no credit card required. Call 1-800-605-9191. 1-800-605-9191. That's 1-800-605-9191.
Texting enrolls you into reoccurring automated text messages. Message and data rates may apply.
Come on, one more rep. You got this. 10. There it is. Nice work, man. You're a beast.
Thanks, man. I feel better than I have in years. And I got to tell you, taking Nugenix makes a huge difference for me.
Nugenix? That's the testosterone booster with TV ads with Frank Thomas. The big hurt, right?
Oh, yeah. The patented key ingredient is Testofen, which helps boost free testosterone levels and increase lean muscle mass.
Well, it's clearly working for you. Hey, are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try for themselves?
Yeah, Nugenix is a great way to increase lean muscle and feel stronger with more energy and endurance.
Man, I need to get a complimentary bottle of Nugenix.
No problem. You just got to send them a text. Text BICEP to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix, the #1 selling free testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of new Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help get you back into shape fast, absolutely free. Text BICEP to 42424. That's BICEP to 42424.
How can I feel as good at the end of the day as I felt at the beginning?
The All-33 Backstrong chair makes it possible.
Well, how about tech that can triple the size of my monitor when I'm on the go?
With the Mobile Pixel Trio, it's possible.
How can my small business make a strong impression?
It's possible with the iPostal One virtual mailbox. Welcome to Staples Connect, a new world of possible with innovative tools for small business and remote workers. Explore what's new at your local Staples store or at staplesconnect.com. Staples Connect, the working and learning store.
Hey, it's John Kincaid for the home team, the Parx Casino Sportsbook app, the official sportsbook partner of the Fanatic Philly sports fan. Do you know nobody does live in-game play-by-play betting better than the Parx Sportsbook app? And new customers can sign up and get their first bet risk-free up to $500. So if you like fantasy sports, you're going to love the Parx Sportsbook app. Do it now. Download the app or go to parxcasino.com/PA and use promo code FANATIC. You got to be 21 and in Pennsylvania. If you got a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Introducing Fidelity Income Planning. We look at how much you've saved, how much you'll need, and help you build a straightforward plan to generate income, even when you're not working. A plan that gives you the chance to grow your savings and create cash flow that lasts. Plus, you can start, stop, or adjust your plan at any time. Talk to us today so we can help you go from saving to living. Fidelity Brokerage Services, member NYSE, SIPC.
Let's go!
O'Reilly.
Are your wiper blades chattering, skipping, or squeaking? Don't let streaks or smearing on your windshield compromise your visibility. When it's time to replace your wiper blades, stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts and see our selection. Our professional parts people will even install your new wiper blades while you wait. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
All eyes are on the Philadelphia Eagles as we get closer to the NFL Draft. Who's making it to the pros? Keep it locked to 97.5 The Fanatic for up-to-the-minute info from our pros. John Kincaid, Anthony Gargano, Mike Missinelli, and all of our analysts and guests. Brought to you by Bradford White Water Heaters. Bradford White is here for the pro. All Bradford White products are built to be the best, professionally installed, and America strong. Find a pro near you at bradfordwhite.com.
Hey, do you want to jumpstart your healthy eating? Of course you do. Memorial Day. It's a month away, and you want to look good on the beach and fit back into your golf shirt. So go to squeeze.com. Do a 3-day cleanse with delicious vegetable and fruit juices. You're going to feel better, you're going to sleep better, and after 3 days, you'll know what we're talking about.
Why stop at 3? Go for a 5-day cleanse. And trust us, Squeeze.com is the best juice cleanse on the market. You can get same-day delivery if you go to Squeeze.com and order by 1 o'clock. The juices will come by 9 p.m. that same day. That's Squeezed.com.
During a normal year, moms do it all. They're superhuman. But this year, moms took on so much more. They kept us safe, kept our hopes up, and kept everyone going. And that's on top of all the other superhuman mom stuff. So this Mother's Day, shop Hellsberg Diamonds and make Mother's Day extra special for her. We have a large selection of meaningful gifts for every budget, so our associates can help you find the perfect gift to show how much you truly appreciate her. Visit your local Hellsberg store or Hellsberg.com. Don't forget your special mom this year, Sunday, May 9th.
Now, back to more of the NFL Draft All-Star Spectacular on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Presented by Nolan Painting. Great pay and benefits. Apply at nolanpainting.com.
10 o'clock hour brought to you by Window Nation. Take advantage of Window Nation's 50% off sale on all style windows. Plus, make no down payment with no payments and no interest for 12 full months. Call 866-90-NATION or visit windownation.com. All right. Time now for the beer giveaway. We love our beers.
Yes.
A case of Yards. Oh, my favorite. Yards Filthy. That's it. From Yards Brewing Company. A new unfiltered hazy IPA. A bold aromatic ale. Loaded with tropical and citrus hops with that classic golden color. Ooh, chewiness.
I like a citrus IPA.
I do too.
I do. It's delicious.
I like it. I'm with you. It's our first one. This is awesome. We got beers from everywhere.
Oh, yeah. There's a ton of beer. And there might be one missing from each case. Or two, because Bob's here, too.
Yeah, my boy's here.
We had some Yards last night, me and Andrew.
Yes, we did. After the show, of course.
After the show. Beers
By the way, what caller do you want to do? Caller 12? Because it's the 12th overall pick?
Okay, I was going to do 11.
All right, you want to go? Why? He's not here anymore.
I know. That's why. All right, do 12. Okay,
all right, caller 12. 215-263-0975.
All right.
My favorite number 11, Leo Routens.
Jimmy Rollins.
The Canadian Magic Johnson.
There you go. I knew you would know who he was.
The Canadian-Lithuanian Magic Johnson.
Leo Routens was
he really?
Mm-hmm.
Lithuanian?
I didn't even think you would know who Leo Routens was.
Are you serious?
My dad told me all about him, and then I remember looking up his stats, and I was like, huh.
Oh, God. He was horrible.
He was horrible.
I was like, he's not one guy to be too
you
proud
were talking
of.
about bad drafts.
He was horrible.
The Sixers went through, when we were kids, they went through, like, horrible drafts. Christian Velp. These guys, they still come to my mind. Tim McCormick.
Kenny Payne.
Oh, Snake Man. He looked like a snake.
They drafted him, and the next year during the season, he was at one of our high school games sitting by himself. I was coaching at the time. I'm like, what the hell are you doing here? He's like, I don't know, just come watch a game.
Dude, he was horrible.
Kenny Payne. He was decent in college, then he just sucked here. Louisville, right?
Yeah, Louisville. He was horrible. They had terrible draft picks. Do you remember how bad they were?
Oh, my God.
Even the year, it's amazing. You know, like, we were set up, dude. We were set up.
Oh.
We had the year in 84. It's all these drafts in my head. In 84, the Sixers are all fired up, right? We got Barkley.
You win an NBA championship and you get Charles Barkley and somehow ruined it.
You had 5, 10, and 22 coming off a title. Could you imagine Sixers win a title this year? They got the 5th pick, the 10th pick, and the 22nd
Adam
pick.
Silver wouldn't allow it. He'd screw the Sixers.
And by the way, back then, the 10th pick meant something.
Was Leon Wu the 10th pick?
Leon Wood.
No D in him.
No D in him.
That's why they call him Leon Wu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now the referee.
Good referee.
What the hell's coach doing out there?
I don't know. He's acting like
That's why he's uncool. What he just did, I love him to death, but exactly what he just did is why he'd have this thing. I tell him he's uncool, but I love him. But with that little weird ditty that you just did,
I don't know what that
was.
That's
why. That's a cringe piece.
How do you like All-Star Day? Don't you love it?
I do. I'm sitting with you.
It's the best.
I was talking to our friend last night.
Which one?
Pat McClune.
Were you?
Mentioned her earlier. Your former boss.
Yeah, my former boss. Your, I guess, colleague. We could call Inquirer Daily News people. We were colleagues.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rivals, but colleagues.
Yeah, but it was weird. It was different.
It was weird.
I was closer with Pat than I was with anybody.
I don't even know who your sports editors were back then.
I had a nice guy. I loved him. Frank Fitzpatrick.
Oh yeah, I know Frank. Yeah.
And I love Frank was great.
Okay.
You know.
No, Pat's up there with among the best. I have to get together with him. We tried to get together with Eddie Barkowitz, the three of us, a couple weeks ago, but I couldn't make it because of.
All right, I got lots for you.
All right,
because I know we're going to go off the rails.
I know. All right,
you
focus, Ant. Focus.
I could just see. You know what?
I want to talk about Moss's game.
You're talking, and I'm feeling Chunas' stare. Like I'm looking at you, and I'm feeling his stare.
Okay.
It's the same thing. Like he shocks me if I go too long with the callers and all.
I hear you.
And I'm a conversational man. I'm a conversationalist.
That's why you're so great at this job.
Know what I mean? No, not really. I like talking to people. So let's start off with draft because the latest nugget is an interesting one, and I know you guys talked about it with Beers with Bob, and that is the concept of trading up to go get one of the corners and beat out Dallas to go get Surtain. Now, listen, if you walk away with Patrick Surtain, I'm happy tonight.
Me too.
What makes you unhappy?
Trading back, I think, Ant.
That's what Andrew said.
Yeah, trading back makes me unhappy because I'm still trying to process trading out of the 6th. Because I said it this morning, when you're building a foundation, give me a really solid foundational piece, which I think you could have gotten at 6. And yeah, you have a lot of draft picks next year, and you can still fill in this year. But I want a solid guy. At 6, I think you could have gotten maybe a superstar. If you could have gotten Fields, or if you could have gotten, or not Fields, if you could have gotten Pitts or somebody else at 6 to Jamar Chase.
I don't think you get Pitts.
Yeah, it's funny. My mock draft this morning, I had, I think, Chase going 6 and Pitts going 7.
Really?
Yeah, so they both would have been there for the Eagles at 6.
Well, I don't think you get Pitts. I mean,
I'm probably, it's just my mock.
You might. I like Pitts better than Chase.
I think it's more intriguing, Pitts is, because you can use him so many different ways, right?
He's
a man among boys.
He's a beast. He's an absolute beast. I don't mind. See, my only fear, again, and I agree with you for the most part. However, you do need to build a team.
Yeah.
Like, you need everything. You do.
Yeah, no question.
So, you need volume. And I just like, I like the approach that Rule took last year. And I remember talking, he went all defense. And, he had McCaffrey on offense, and he had Bridgewater to stopgap. But he really needed to rebuild the defense, and he really focused on it. And, see, we were talking about this afterwards, he and I, and what he said makes a lot of sense. He said it was not by design that he took all defensive players. It was about the value that was there. The greatest value that you have is on defense right now because everything else is going to slip through. Teams are so offensive minded. Look at the Eagles and look at the whims that they've gone on. Last year, I'm going to get speed.
Yeah.
And they're desperately trying to recreate, Tyreek Hill. Because what happened before that? The Chiefs win the Super Bowl. Tyreek Hill goes nuts. Oh, we got to get our Tyreek Hill, right? So they're trying desperately. They think that's why they overthink themselves with Rager. So, but Rule said, listen, they don't want to go chase themselves over the offensive guy. Fine. I'll take the highest, most value guy on the board, and it so happened to be all defense because that's where the value is.
Yeah, how many times do you get a Tyreek Hill and a Patrick Mahomes combination? Never. So why are you trying to chase it? And I love what you're saying here. It's similar to when I was covering the NBA and Golden State became great. And everybody's like, oh, you got to get 3 points.
Exactly.
You have two of the best shooters ever to play and one of the greatest scorers ever to play on that team. You can't emulate that.
No.
So you need to find another way not only to beat that, but to be the best you can be. So that's what Rule did last year, right? He said, go ahead, chase offense. I'll make you rock solid defense.
Because here's the thing. He needed, remember, what state you're in, right? He needed everything,
right?
Almost everything. I mean, he had a couple pieces, but he needed to build, to rebuild, but that's what this thing is. And I'm still not sure that everybody understands how big the rebuild is.
Well, put it this way: if I were to say to you, and I'm not saying you, but I'm saying to the listeners, if I were to say to you, what position don't the Eagles need to address in this draft, or what position would it make you upset if they addressed in this draft? You can't come up with one. You can't tell me they don't need a safety, they don't need a cornerback, they could use a linebacker. D-line, I'm sorry, you could still use some help there. O-line, you could still use some help there. They might not be top priorities, but you can't say you're ticked off that they addressed it.
By the way, you don't have an edge rusher, you need an edge rusher.
Exactly.
By the way, you still need another tackle, I think. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe Mayala is the guy. So, all right, well, then you need a guard.
You got a question mark there. You have question marks on the right side.
Now, I wouldn't draft the tight end, and I wouldn't draft, and I'm not calling Pitts because Pitts is different.
Right.
I don't label him by that. And I wouldn't draft. I mean, listen, I think they need another running back.
I've said, I hope they get Najee Harris in the second round.
Harris.
That would be, I don't think he's going to fall there. But I love him.
I could see New England grabbing him.
Yeah. You think New England moves up?
I don't know. For the quarterback?
Yeah.
I don't know what he likes. He's a wild card. I just don't know who he likes.
See, if I'm in the NFL and I get a call from Bill Belichick and he says, yeah, I want to move up, I'll take care of you. I'm going to give you. I don't trust him a little bit, so I say no every time. No, I'm good. Because I feel like I'm going to get fleeced no matter what, no matter how smart I am.
I got to say this. And I'm going to speak our language, Bobby C. I would have thought that way about somebody else, and that somebody else screwed it up, and I'm thrilled by it. Who am I saying?
I don't know. Who are you talking about?
Danny Bleeping Ainge.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're struggling.
Oh, my God, don't trade with Ainge. It's over. He's going to build this incredible team, blah, 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 blah. They stink.
It's funny. You and I had this conversation a couple of years ago that we said, you know what? One of the greatest things about the Sixers getting good again? So are the Celtics. So it might be that rivalry.
I know.
And the Sixers have passed them.
Who thought it would be the Knicks?
That doesn't last. I don't think Tom Thibodeau can last with players.
Yeah, I know. People.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's a hard way to play.
We always talk about it is a hard way to play.
It's like they play physical and they play tough defense. It's hard to ask your guys to do that for 72 games this year for a season and then say, all right, now you got to do it even better in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And that wears on players.
But I was being facetious by saying, look at the Knicks, we didn't say it. But they are a team that will have some assets and they can build it and we'll see what happens.
Hey, they got a good crew up there. Leon Rose leading it.
I know.
That's a good crew up there.
Worldwide West.
Worldwide West.
We both love Worldwide West.
Yeah, you used to give me my sneakers all the time when I was young. He was the man.
Hey, real quick, because I will get back to the draft, but I got you. I got to steal you. I got to talk a little hoop.
A little bit.
All right, I got to talk a little hoop. So, how do you feel at this juncture? Let's analyze the state of the Sixers in the Eastern Conference, and how do you feel? Because, Brooklyn's got some uncertainty going on. The three of them are still not together.
Right.
There was a setback with Harden yesterday. So, where are you at?
Milwaukee scares me. So I'm not Brooklyn, you have those guys. They haven't been together but 7 games. I don't think, and I don't know if you agree or not, I don't think you can go into a playoff and say, okay, he's kind of healthy and the 3 of them are together, here we go. I think that's a little bit of a struggle to learn how to play together when you have 3 guys like that. So I'm not saying I'm not worried about them. You go against those 3 guys, it's going to be tough. But when the Sixers played Milwaukee on that Thursday night, on the Thursday-Saturday away games, and I watched the national telecast, and they said that Budenholzer was happy because the team is fully healthy and they're making their drive to the playoffs. And I said to myself, damn, that's exactly where I wanted the Sixers to be. You get fully healthy with 13 games to go. You ride that out. You ride your playoff rotation out in those last 13, 14 games. You know exactly what you have heading into the playoffs, and you ride that out. The Sixers have to find that in these last 10 games. George Hill has to know exactly when he's coming off the bench. You have to get something out of every game, man.
I do think, and it's funny, if you see my face, it's because yesterday, Moss went at practice, so I was stuck in this freaking traffic for 2 hours getting home yesterday. I was in school call. It was ridiculous. Anyway, hightailed to practice. I'm at practice. I see my friend Rock. Go ahead.
Michael Rock. Yeah.
So it's funny because Bobby's best friend Rock.
Right. Yeah, my best friend Donnie Rock, who I went to high school with, played ball with and all. This is his nephew.
Yes.
Whose son plays with your son, Moss.
His son Jack plays with Massimo. Right. And he and I hit it off. And
he's a sports guy.
Yeah, He pitched, in fact, in the Dodgers organization.
Yes, he did.
He's a great dude. And so it was funny. We used to he hit it all. I go, it's my man Rock.
Yeah.
So we were talking about you. But I said to him yesterday, I go, dude, and we were talking Sixers. I said, I got a bad feeling about Milwaukee.
Did you really?
You ask him.
You and I have not talked about this.
I said, I got a bad feeling about Milwaukee. And I go, you know what? They're playing well. They're healthy. And I go, all year long, there's been no pressure on them because they failed the last 2 years. And it was like we all wrote them off. And it was like it's all Brooklyn or maybe the Sixers. And I'm like, I just got a bad nagging feeling about Milwaukee.
Yep.
Now, I still think we match up against them.
I do. I like the matchups that you can do on Giannis, obviously, that you can throw Embiid out there. Like Embiid had a defensive little series against Drew Holiday. I don't know if you saw. I think it was Sunday, where Holiday tried to take him off the dribble, between the legs, everything, and he couldn't shake him.
No.
And you're thinking, wow, he does that with him. He can also match up with Giannis. But I totally agree with you. All the talk was Brooklyn. Joel Embiid, MVP, Sixers, number 1 seed. And there's Milwaukee just kind of lingering. Now, if they can get up to the 2 seed or maybe the 1 seed, the only thing that might stick them a little bit is if they stay at 3. If they can move up, then I'm legit, that's the team to beat. And they might be there right now for me.
I know. I know. There's just now, they don't play defense. They're not a great defensive team.
No, they're not. But, they just have everything. Holiday really brings them together. He's good.
He's really good. And he struggled fitting in for the first couple months, and he's found a groove.
And he was coming off, what was it, injury or sickness? Did he get the COVID? He might have gotten the COVID. Yeah. And so he struggled a little. But the way he can get to the basket, and he's improved his outside shot from what people remember here in Philadelphia of him. Lopez stepping out, like that's big because you pull Embiid away from the basket if he's on him. So whoever's on him, he's pulling him away from the basket. So they have all these things, and DiVincenzo's a good shooter, and the kid from Notre Dame's a good shooter, and Middleton.
No, I know. I mean,
they have all these
like
things.
You throw the Connaughtons and you throw,
exactly.
Right, Dante and all, and
So to me, the Sixers have to get on the right. Like last night, Ant, you extracted something from the game. Although your starters only played 25 minutes, that's okay. You got to work out from your starters. You kind of got your rotation down for a little bit, and you got a little something because everybody played. There can't be load management all that much. You just have to get into playoff gear right now, and you have to ride this out into the playoffs and have everybody says, I got to bring them to the playoffs in full health and everything. Well, full health starts now.
Yes.
You got to take it on in.
Well, and to me, it goes back to Ben's head. Ben's head's got to be right.
Right.
Because it's going to come down to how well he plays. Like, listen, you're going to get Embiid. I think Tobias is a lock, what he's going to give you. And you know that on a given day, you're going to have Curry, you're going to have Green, somebody's going to be hitting threes. This is kind of how it's going to work out. And then it's going to come down to how well Ben plays.
Yeah.
And whether or not, whoever the matchup is, they could just be dogs defensively, man.
That's my biggest thing. I think Doc in his back pocket still has some defensive stuff that he wants to try. He did it with a horrible unit on Sunday against Milwaukee, but he came out in a 2-3 zone. I think he's got a little bit of zone when he throws in a 5-ball and Simmons on the floor at the same time. Then you can put Korkmaz in if you need shooting on the offensive end, but you can hide him in a zone.
Oh, yeah.
So there's some things he's working on, I think. It's going to be fun.
And I think that piece of it, because that's how they're going to win. They're going to win by playing bully ball.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the new thing. And then you need the guys to hit threes.
That's what we said last year. It's amazing.
Yep.
Bobby C.
You are the man. I love this.
You're not leaving, are you?
I might go out and get a little lunch, if you know what I mean. I got to be back with Mike at 2:20.
All right.
Me and the Tunis are on with Mike at 2:20. Beers with Bob makes a visit.
I love it. Come by. I'm not done.
All right.
Yeah. Whatever.
I don't care.
You're the man.
I have to get a yard and a sandwich.
Yeah. Bring me more.
You're the man, and you are the man.
Love you, Bobby C. Bob Cooney. It is the All-Star Spectacular here at 97.5 The Fanatic. We'll come back and we'll have some fun all day long. In fact, we got Tyrone coming up. The Ty guy, baby. And this is going to be a lot of fun. Draft day. We'll involve our audience. So much fun. It's Cuz Radio with the Tunis right here on 97.5 The Fanatic. Let me tell you about the uncles. Uncle Greg and Uncle Paul. They're the best. Family Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram right in the Philadelphia Airport Auto Mall. Man, the uncles, I'm telling you, they're the greatest. They always have some kind of deal going on. But you're going to find the price you want there. You're going to get a great deal. Like right now, it's Jeep Celebration event, and you can get this brand new Jeep 4x4, beautiful, the one I'm driving right now, $159 down or $159 a month. It's your choice. But it goes beyond just the deal because you're going to get one. That's a given. But you're going to get the whole I'm going to hold your hand service. You're going to get the uncle. And the reason why I call them the uncles is that, first of all, I'm not close with them, but second of all, they'll put their arm around you and they're going to walk you through the deal. They're going to guide you the right way because the uncle is an important part of the family structure, right? And this is why you can depend on the uncle. And you can depend on Uncle Greg and Uncle Paul to put you in the perfect vehicle right for you. Celebrate 80 years of Jeep right now at Philadelphia's original Jeep dealer. Click or go visit him today in the Philadelphia Airport Auto Mall. Just remember at Family Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, you're more than a customer. Your family online anytime at FamilyAutos.com. And see the uncles, please, for details. The offer expires April 30th, 2021.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Draft day, and we already got rumors. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by NJ Diet. NJ Diet can balance your hormones where the side effect is weight loss of 20 to 40-plus pounds. It's contractually guaranteed. Call 855-5NJ-DIET or visit NJDiet.com. It will be a busy day all day on the station. It's going to be a busy day if you're a sports fan. Tonight is the NFL Draft, Round 1. The Eagles currently sit with the 12th overall pick, but we're already getting reports from Jeremy Fowler of ESPN that apparently the Eagles have been making a lot of phone calls about possibly trading back up into the top 10, jumping in front of the Dallas Cowboys in order to take one of the top cornerbacks of their choice. It is All-Star Day here on The Fanatic. Coming up next for the first half of the 11 o'clock hour, you get Tyrone Johnson on with the Cuz. The second half of the 11 o'clock hour, it's the Draft Lines guys, Jamie Lynch and Devon Givens. Phillies had a win against the Cardinals yesterday, 5-3. Scary moment when Bryce Harper was hit in the face by a pitch. He did go on his Instagram last night and said that he's all good, and the CT scan came back. Everything seems okay with Bryce Harper. Sixers got a nice win against the Hawks. Hawks were without Trae Young, but it's okay. It was nice to see the Sixers go out there and play well. This update is also brought to you by Liberty Mutual Insurance, where you only pay for what you need. Nobody should have to pay for one-size-fits-all insurance. Liberty Mutual, customize your insurance so you only pay for what you need. Customize and save with Liberty Mutual Insurance. Keep it locked right here on The Fanatic for all the latest news and information. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's It's the NFL Draft All-Star Spectacular on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Presented by Nolan Painting. Great pay and benefits. Apply at nolanpainting.com.
You've been lied to. Lied to by corrupt Washington politicians and the Wall Street propaganda machine. Hi, I'm Inc. magazine best-selling author Brett Kitchen, and I want to give you a free copy of my brand new book, Wealth Beyond Wall Street, because we all know another market crash could be right around the corner. After losing 35% in my IRA in the crash years ago, I said enough, and since then I discovered a way to grow money potentially double digits, reduce taxes dramatically, and also have my money protected when the next stock market crash hits. When the next market crash hits, you lose nothing. Call Wealth Beyond Wall Street now to get your free copy and talk with a specialist to discover this little-known strategy to get potential double-digit growth during good years and never lose when the next stock market crash hits, all while building a tax-advantaged retirement. Call 800-605-9191 to discover this asset that people like Walt Disney and JCPenney use to grow wealthy. Plus, get one of just 97 free books left. We even cover shipping and handling, no credit card required. Call 1-800-605-9191. 1-800-605-9191. That's 1-800-605-9191.
Paid actor endorsement. Individual rates, coverage offerings, and savings may vary. Subject to terms and conditions. Not available in all areas.
As a small business owner, I'm trying to build my business while keeping costs down. So imagine my surprise when I heard Pi Insurance on the radio saying I might be overpaying for workers' comp. Pi said they could save small businesses like mine up to 30% on workers' comp coverage. It sounded simple, so I went to trypi.com, got a quote in 3 minutes, and ended up saving thousands. Pi Insurance is a breath of fresh air. Their team put me at ease by explaining my policy and making sure I only paid for what I needed. It felt great to know I was protecting my employees while saving money. It's easy to see why Pi is rated excellent on Trustpilot by customers. If you're a small business owner, check out Pi Insurance for workers' comp. Ask your agent for Pi, or see how much you can save in 3 minutes at trypi.com. That's TRYPIE.com.
If you have a dog, you know that poop happens. And all too often it happens late at night. Hi, it's Mike Missinelli for Farron Electric. If you're tired of losing sight of your dog when you let him out at night, you need a poop light from Farron Electric. So whether you want to illuminate one spot or the entire yard, with outdoor lighting from Farron Electric, you can watch your dog go in a whole new light. Learn more at FarronElectric.com and shine some light on Fido's poop site. That's FarronElectric.com, FARRYN Electric.com.
Bet Rivers Online Casino strives to bring you the latest and greatest in casino entertainment. Every week, you'll discover exciting new additions to the impressive Bet Rivers slot collection. Whether you try your hand at a brand new slot or play a favorite from the Rivers Casino gaming floor, a chance to win is right at your fingertips. A huge slot collection is just another reason to love Bet Rivers Online Casino. Go to betrivers.com today and play with a winner.
Presented by Rivers Casino Philadelphia. Must be 21 or over to play. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Guys, want to win a Lamborghini date night? Check this out. Dr. Abidon Appel and the team at Iron Mountain Men's Health are giving away an awesome prize package valued at $2,000. Upgrade your game and wow your date with a night out in a Lamborghini from Imagine Lifestyles, a $100 gift card to dinner at Jasper's backyard, and a Visa gift card to get her flowers. There are only a few days left to qualify, so enter to win the Lamborghini date night from Iron Mountain Men's Health today. Find it on the contest page at 97.5thefanatic.com.
To all you do-it-yourselfers, get ready to welcome Fram into the fam. Because America's #1 oil filter brand now has their own new line of motor oil and fluids. And it's only at Advance and CarQuest Auto Parts. Stop into Advance and choose from 4 new Fram oil change bundles starting at just $20.99. They have the oil and filters you need to keep your engine running stronger, longer. Advance your auto at Advance Auto Parts and participating CarQuest locations. See store for details.
Hello, I'm a unicorn. Yes, one of those. Everyone's trying to find me, but most can't, unless there's ZipRecruiter. If you've hired before, you understand it's quite hard to find a unicorn. You know, someone who's perfect for your role. So how does ZipRecruiter do it so quickly? ZipRecruiter's technology matches your job up with the right people for your role and invites them to apply, so you get brilliant candidates fast.
Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Does it feel like finding clothes in your fit is impossible? Tired of feeling overwhelmed with options that just aren't right? Let the experts at Stitch Fix do the shopping for you. At Stitch Fix, we make sure each piece is hand-selected for your life. So whether you're staying home or on the go, Stitch Fix has the answer for what to wear. We make it easy to find what works for you. Signing up takes just a few minutes, and styles are delivered directly to your door. Get started today at StitchFix.com. Stitch Fix, your style delivered.
Luke Bryan, proud to be right here tour. Sunday, August 8th, BB&T Pavilion.
Yeah, that's my kind of
ACM's Entertainer of the Year, Luke Bryan live. With special guest, Dylan Scott. Kaylee Hammock and DJ Rock. Pre-sale for City Card members now through Thursday at 10 p.m. before the general public on sale Friday at 10 a.m. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com.
Stop breathing all your germs on me.
Stop breathing all your germs on me. Oh, that didn't work.
No, it didn't.
The Bryant Evolution Air Purifier works so well it captures and kills up to 99% of select viruses and bacteria. And Pierce Phelps Bryant Heating and Air Conditioning Contractors will do whatever it takes to provide your family with this healthier, cleaner air, including great financing offers on a new energy-efficient system. To find a Pierce Phelps Bryant contractor near you, visit nopaybryant.com.
Bryant.
Whatever it takes.
Need a part for your car? My Auto Store is one of the largest auto recyclers on the East Coast with over 100,000 used parts in stock, which come with a 6-month warranty. Get your car back in tip-top shape with parts from My Auto Store. Go to myautostore.com and use the promo code FANATIC for 15% off your first order. Or call 215-4MY-PART and mention the word FANATIC. That's myautostore.com and use the promo code FANATIC for 15% off your first order plus free shipping. myautostore.com, your used auto parts warehouse.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station.
It's 97.5 The Fanatic's NFL Draft All-Star Spectacular. Presented by Bradford White. Professionally installed and built to be the best.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Now, back to more of the NFL Draft All-Star Spectacular on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Presented by Bradford White. Professionally installed and built to be the best.
Yo, man, we love you.
Hello. All right! Stop doing that, Judas!
You guys got a half hour to talk.
We were talking. Judas is... You know, he shocks me all the time. Welcome back. It's the 97.5 The Fanatic Spectacular. The Draft Spectacular, starring all of the talent on 97.5 The Fanatic, and I am pleased to be joined this segment by one of my favorite guys. He and I go back a long, long time in this business, the great Tyrone Anthony Johnson. Ty Guy.
Listen, thanks for having me. I'm excited. I love All-Star Day. I love All-Star Day.
It's awesome, isn't it?
Yes. Yes. I love it. We got prizes every hour throughout the whole day. Rest of this show, Mikey Mrs. show. You were already on. I was already on. This is fun.
It is. It gives you station pride because all the people we love, we get to interact with. And you talked about prizes. We're giving away a case of beer from great breweries all over every hour. And look at this flag I just got. This is outrageous. We're giving away this hour. Wait, hold on. For the YouTubers.
12 o'clock hour.
12 o'clock hour, excuse me. The YouTubers, I got to show them. This is outrageous.
Yeah, that's really, really cool.
Yeah, that's really nice. For the radio side, a big Eagles flag, Miller Lite spot. But this is something you hang
That's
proudly.
That's man cave.
Man cave.
That's
right?
basement.
Yeah. Awesome. On game day, maybe you pop it outside, bring it back in.
Fabulous.
You'll leave it out all week.
Yeah,
we might not leave it out this year.
It's cool, man.
Well,
so
good again.
That's in the 12 o'clock hour. We will give away that. All kinds of great stuff. All right, Ty. First of all, you and I. So we're gonna give. How many drafts have you and I been together? Long time, Holmes.
That goes back to the first one. I think was 2001. So that's 20 years.
2001, and we could tell the audience and Andrew, we were draft geeks back then.
Yes, yeah, trying to break stuff down. It was harder to do then. You had to search for more games, and then you had to go through the almanacs, because online it wasn't study. It wasn't really study.
Guides.
You would have to go through the guides, try to look at guys' real sizes.
Yes.
I don't know if that guy didn't look 250.
No.
That guy closer to 230, but you're just guessing because you don't know for sure.
Remember, that's why you had to watch the combine.
You had to watch it.
Right.
To get the real, because you didn't know. You thought the guy played bigger, this guy was smaller. Totally different world back then.
It really was. Oh, my God. We actually were in the prehistoric days back then. You and I, you know what was funny? Because we used to geek out because we like college football.
Right.
And you and I would always talk. We'd be talking sports. Some of the other dudes there, they weren't like into it.
No.
Like you and I were like into it.
Into it. You can also tell the body catcher versus the hands catcher. We always talked about back then, especially the hands catcher.
Yes.
You couldn't trust the body catchers.
You
can't trust the body catchers. You can't trust them.
Yes.
That's something to pay attention to. That's why all these receivers that they may or may not take, all hands guys. They all go grip it and go snatch it. Different era. I think it's coached differently as well. Not many good body catchers, even in college, left.
So let me run this theory by you, because I was talking about it yesterday with the Tunis. And the one thing, listen, I love Devontae Smith. I do. I love him.
Yeah.
I think he can play. I think Waddle's a serious player. I do. I think he might actually be better. I remember watching him dominate before the foot injury. Yeah. And he was the guy. Like, he was really the number one guy. I don't think you can pair him with Rager, but whatever. There are so many receivers now. And last year's draft, I thought, was eye-opening because you had a ton of guys that went after Jalen Rager who had terrific years. Ayuk and Pittman, and like you could do
Claypool.
Yeah, Claypool. I mean, you could go on and on. There was like a dozen guys that contributed in a big way. And my question to you is that because Saturday is so close to Sunday now, and everybody's in spread, and everybody's running the same stuff, your receiving crew, you can get receivers now without picking them in the top 5. Or top 10.
You can, and that's why, for me, personally, it's corners number one that I want. I want corner number one.
That's a draftman.
And the other part is, truth be told, we don't know about Rager yet. One bad year, and he had injuries, and a coach, if we're honest, was not imaginative and didn't try to move him around and use him the right way. He might be good. Now, I don't know.
Right.
I'm saying he might be good. On defense, you got nothing in that cornerback spot.
Nothing.
You don't have a lot. You don't know what you're going to get from the defensive line spots. Linebacker, you don't have guys. Safety, you don't know. You have more holes. Not that they're good on offense, but they're with the creative coach, I think you can create a way to be passable offensively if guys develop a little bit. Sanders becomes more consistent. Goddard comes back after, he had an assault last year. That might have been a cursed season for him. If the offensive line is happy. I don't see a path for this defense without getting young talent. I don't see a path where
it needs to be complete. You have no playmakers under 30.
Yeah.
None.
And so that's why I'm looking at 12. If they stay there, there's rumors out there that I believe that they may try to get to 9.
To get one of the corners.
To
which,
be in
by
front
the way,
of the Giants and the Cowboys are right in front of you. You need to get in front of those guys.
And by the way, when you look at Surtain, I mean, I think he's can't miss. I know everybody likes J.C. Horn.
I think he's can't miss. I'm not going to hold the Alabama. Now people are holding Alabama against him. Oh, he's too prepared.
Yeah,
like he's too prepared. They were too good. First of all, that defensive line wasn't elite this year at Alabama.
Sounds like something Howie would say.
But that's what they were saying. What's out there now is that well, you got to look at upside. Upside. Go, wait a minute. You're assuming this guy, he covered everybody in SEC. Man to man. He's a guy who sees guys, covers man.
And how about guy in practice? How about who you're going up against in practice?
Right. He's going against those guys every day and was fantastic in SEC. And I'm to believe now he doesn't have upside. First of all, the Eagles, I don't know if they're in a position to even look just upside. They need to look at a high floor guy.
Exactly.
To me, at worst, he's a number 2 corner. At worst.
Right.
I'm saying at worst.
At worst, he's playing for 10 years.
Right.
Like, that's the thing. Like, that's a position. You have to start Xing off positions.
Right.
Where you go, I got this thing. All right, he's covered. I don't have to worry about that.
Right.
And that's what I keep going back to. Ty, and I know it bugs people, but this thing is the process football, number 2.
Yeah, the tough part about that, by the way, Sixers clinched a playoff spot. I know that's not a big deal, but think about where we were, and now 4 straight playoff berths. That's a thing. I'm saying we don't give them flowers. We're not throwing a parade for them. I'm saying we went from that's
why
4 straight years in the playoffs.
That's why the process was a success.
I have a different it's
Title.
championship or bust for me. But that's not just the process. That's like the Eagles right now. If they don't, from this draft, start getting pieces to win a Super Bowl, I will look at it as a bust. I'm a zero-sum.
Yeah, now I just want to see. To me, you can only go so far without luck.
You always need luck.
Like you can take a team and you could build a team and get to the precipice. It's like that. It's like that Eagles team from those teams under Andy.
We're really good
from
every year.
2001 really through 08. They were good enough to win.
It didn't happen.
They're just they got some bad luck here, a bad decision there, or a bad game plan in that one game. But they were right there. And if the Patriots don't cheat in 04,
they
that's
win
my
that one
point.
without the cheating.
And the Sixers, I needed them to be in the mix to get out of purgatory. They were in purgatory with the Iguodala crowd, that whole thing.
Yeah, now they're at a spot where they can take the leap. And now, obviously going back to the Eagles, I need a player who I know can play. And I know that people talk about the draft capital and the 3 picks next year, and that's great. But at some point, Howie Roseman has to demonstrate that he can draft players that can just play. And I know that sounds simple, only it's not when you're always worried about next year and, this draft. How about this year at 12, you get a player who you know can play, who you know can start, and then hopefully make a Pro Bowl. Because you need it's just proven, you need some Pro Bowl guys. And then you look at Tampa and look at how they drafted recently. And then they have, 2 rookies start on their Super Bowl team. The right tackle and one of the linebackers who's a playmaking guy. You have to draft, in my opinion, on that level or you're always going to end up back in cap hell. You have to be able to replenish at all times with young guys.
Yeah, I joke around about the process, but my point is that these next 2 drafts this will tell us whether or not it's 3 to 5 years or 5 to 7 years.
Right. Is this a blip, or are you the Jets? Or are you what the Browns were?
That's what I'm saying. The next 3 to 5 years, because it's going to take 3 years for you to get back, if all goes right, to being a Super Bowl type of team.
Right, and that's with either this quarterback playing, or I know you have the 3 picks, being able to get a quarterback that's on that level next year. And there's going to be a bunch of quarterbacks drafted, and I like a lot of them, but they're not all going to work out.
No.
That's just like a statement of fact. If 5 go in the top 9, 2 are going to work out, 3 aren't.
Yep.
That's just the way it's going to go. So getting the quarterback,
that's the math.
That's just how it's going to work out. So it's going to be. That's why I'm thinking a corner's also a much easier position to project than wide receiver early, because a lot of times you look on film, he sees guy, he covers guy. Wide receiver's more complicated.
Do you? And we'll get to morning thoughts in 1 second, Tunis. I know you're burning. You're going to shock me. Don't shock me. Parsons. Do you have any interest in Parsons?
Yes.
Because one thing you do need on defense is a personality and identity.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny, my buddy Andre Odom, Andre. Yeah. Andre's his agent, and we were just talking. Andre was a coach and was a personnel guy in Chicago. So he said, listen, I think you can put Parsons there. You just put him out on the edge in a 3-4 and let him have at it. He could rush. He can drop back.
He can cover.
Right.
He absolutely can cover.
He can cover a slot guy for you.
Yeah, he's that fast. He's that quick, and he's got the quick hips. He has all the things that you want.
And he's got an attitude.
Yeah. And now some teams apparently are holding the attitude against him. And it's about, we'll see. But I'm saying, I'm seeing it. I would have interest. I don't look at him as just a linebacker.
Right.
Because when I look at linebacker, and again, I'm not trying to speak, I don't think this is like high thing. Most of these linebackers that are coming out are 2-down guys. So you don't want to use a premium pick for a guy that's only going to play 2 downs.
Of course, yeah.
He's a 3-down player. You can damn near put him at safety because of the way he plays downhill. I'm saying you can have him as a box safety, like Malcolm Jenkins style, as a box safety. In my opinion, I think you can have him with his hand in the ground at times. I think you can do so much with him. He's a 3-down player. So I'm willing to take
creative. Like like my man Spags would have a blast with him because he can do so many different things with him.
Now, if he was just a regular Jeremiah Trotter style linebacker in this game, I couldn't do that.
Yes,
because Trotter, at the end, like in the Super Bowl year, he became a 2-down linebacker. No disrespect, I'm just saying the game has changed.
I agree.
He's an every down linebacker. He's going to play as many snaps as Slay. He's going to play as many snaps as anybody else out there. That's why I would have interest in him. He's different.
Yep. All right, Tunis. Morning thoughts.
Wake up, Philadelphia!
No! God, please, no! No!
Time now for morning thoughts.
Hey, lady!
Shut up! Will you just shut your trap? Shut up!
Please go away. Let me sleep for the love of God.
Yo, cuz, what were you thinking about this morning?
All right, since we always keep it real on the show, Ty, this segment is exactly unfiltered what was going through your mind the minute you woke up, because that's your purest, truest thought.
Yes.
Now, I was thinking about the 2.5 hours that I spent in traffic yesterday that messed me up big time because it wasn't on Waze, and dude, I don't know what I was thinking. I should have got I know there's some construction, but you can't get to the Walt Whitman Bridge. But the whole thing, Ty, and I was texting you during it.
Yeah.
The whole city's under construction. There's traffic everywhere.
Yeah, and I saw that this morning as I'm coming in because it took me that way because there's traffic or other places. But on the other side, going towards the Walt Whitman, it was jammed up here. This was 6-something in the morning. So is it just jammed up like that from 24/7 now? Going that direction?
And there's construction everywhere. There's traffic everywhere.
It's all shut down.
I want to go back.
And rush hour too? Like, can you be that? Some of that needs to be happening between like 10 p and 6 a.
Yeah.
All that stuff can't be happening all day. You're jamming up a major city where everyone drives. We're not taking the subway, for the most part. We're not taking the bus. This isn't Manhattan. You can't block up the roads. Come on, Philly. We drive.
I know.
We drive.
I want to go back to like the quiet of the pandemic. Like in that sense. Like,
yeah, there's no traffic.
Like everybody stay at home and work from home.
Yeah, what are you guys doing? What do you
out.
do? I want to start taking papers at the bridge.
Obviously, nothing good about the pandemic, but the lack of traffic.
It's something to take papers. Wait a minute. Computer tech, go home. Right now, I'm going to arrest you. Construction worker, all right. Grocery store, Amazon, fine. What do you do? Wait. Home. Like you picked it, you get your papers.
Oh,
you gotta be like the USSR. I mean, dictatorships are bad, but come on, let's control these roads. Come on.
All right. We're going to say, Ty, go ahead. What were you thinking this morning?
Something that I kind of went to bed thinking about it and woke up. I drink different things with seasons during the different seasons.
I'm like that too.
This time of year, it's warm. I become a tequila man. I'm drinking tequila wrong. I thought about it immediately. See, I drink like 1800. But apparently, I started reading about real people that really drink tequila.
Did you do Don Julio?
The Don Julio I like that as well. Apparently, we shouldn't be drinking that. Apparently, if you're a person with a job, I mean, I'm not rich, but I'm saying I got 2 jobs.
What do you mean should be drinking tequila?
Apparently, no. We shouldn't be drinking those tequilas, allegedly. The tequila people say that we should be drinking better or different tequilas than that if you really want to enjoy tequila, and it's been haunting me. There was this one called, I can't even, it begins with an F, like Fortaleza you're supposed to be drinking.
Or like Clooney's tequila. Didn't he come out with something?
Yeah, he's a Fugazi, though.
His isn't on that list.
Yeah, he's a Fugazi. Now, listen.
So,
wait, Ty, I got you covered. Now, you should know, when it comes to the town, I whatever you want, I'm your man. I'll connect you with anything.
Yeah.
Seriously. Spot by the name.
So I have to start apparently sampling.
I got a real tequila guy.
I was told that even the Patron, you shouldn't be drinking that.
Fugazi.
Yeah,
who told you this?
Guys that actually know about tequila.
The Don Julio.
They say it depends on which one.
Don Julio's
and then they said, you could do the 1942, but that's expensive. There's things less in between.
I turned Judas on the Don Julio.
So I don't know if you heard the story.
No, I like the 1942.
Aunt and I we went to a Sixers game and we found our way inside the owner's box. Was just down below. I'm sure you've been there before.
I've been there, not often though.
Open bar.
I don't have an open situation like Anthony.
So Anthony made me get the Don Julio because he's like, dude, you gotta try this. Because I'm Miller Lite man, right? I keep it simple. And so I had 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then because it was good, I slept in the parking lot.
Well,
because I was driving.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't.
I had somebody knock on. Yo, buddy, you all right? And I go, yeah, I am now, actually.
Just as a thing, in case that ever happens to anybody, this is actually a tip. Put your keys, if you can, in your trunk or in a glove box that locks. Because apparently if you're sleeping in the car because of your drinking, technically a cop can still pop you for DUI.
Yes.
Even though you didn't drive.
Really?
Unless the keys are separate from where you are.
Wow.
So put it in the trunk. get back in the car, you can pop the trunk from inside. So you don't have to worry about needing your keys.
That's good work, actually.
And then you do not get arrested if a cop comes. If the keys are available, because, see, that's where it's the letter versus the spirit of the law. So what you were doing was the spirit of the law.
Correct.
When you're after drinking spirits. But the letter of the law says your keys have to be separate.
Good spirit.
So you either lock them in the glove box, but sometimes you might not have a separate
So
key.
you can get a little spirit and a little letter. A little bit of both.
Right. So put it in the trunk. Then you pop the trunk from the inside of the car when you're ready to leave. And then if a cop or somebody does come, you're not doing anything illegal. Obviously, you're not going to drive because the trunk, the keys are in the trunk. You had no intention of driving, so you're good and you don't get arrested.
Okay, that's good to know.
Because that's happened to all of. That's happened to me.
Next time I fall asleep in the Wells Fargo Center parking lot, I'll know that.
It hasn't happened there, but it's happened to me where I'm doing stuff and I got to sleep somewhere.
All right, so I got a real tequila guy. Like, they actually make their own tequila. They go to it's in the highlands of Mexico, in Jalisco.
The agaves and all that.
Oh yeah, you got agave plant. I'll have you in Mexico chopping down I think it's Jalisco is the region.
Yes, that's very nice. Now the reason I thought about that thought also is because
he'll teach you about the legs of the Virgin. You know that?
I don't know about that.
So the legs of the Virgin are when you swirl the tequila in the sifter, and you hold to the side, you see the streaks.
I know.
And that's the legs of the Virgin.
Oh, that's very nice.
And if it's good pronounced streaks, it means it's a good tequila.
That's very nice. Now the reason I thought about that is I want to be able to celebrate a pick later. Last year really messed me up draft-wise, so I'm trying to change my mindset because I still don't have faith. I won't have faith until the pick is made.
Yeah.
But I want to be able, if the pick is nice later, I want to be able to celebrate it with a nice tequila. And that's what made. But I'm like.
But I think you should celebrate with a nice tequila no matter what. Know what I mean? I think you're celebrating the NFL. I don't think you celebrate just the Eagles.
See, the way I like to look at drinks as a celebration. If I'm angry at the Eagles.
You can't see.
Then in my mind, I'm drinking to drown sorrow. I don't like that kind of drinking.
Right, that's mad drinking.
Right, I want to do happy drinking because I want it to be celebratory.
I appreciate that, brother.
So that's what made me think about. But am I drinking the tequila wrong? And then that's where the mind. That's where it goes. And I am starting to believe a little bit. The fact that they're thinking about getting to 9 makes me think that they have their minds right. They're not going up to draft a defensive end if they're thinking about going to 9.
Nah, and
they're going up to get a player
the fact
that can help
they're
them.
thinking about corner.
Right.
You know,
because you also don't need to get to 9 if you just want one of the good wide receivers. Because Chase is going to be going likely.
Yeah.
Now, unless Chase falls, totally different deal. And by the way, that would be the greatest gift to the city. As much as I love the other guys, if Chase was to fall, I don't think he will.
I like Pitts over Chase.
Well, Pitts isn't going to fall.
I know.
I agree with you. Yeah. My trouble now would be my other nightmare scenario. I know we're at the break, and then it's going to be somebody else's turn. Yes, I don't want Pitts to last at 6. That would hurt me.
Yes.
Just because I like him that much. Right. I know they got the extra pick.
No.
Pitts at 6. I need him to go 5 or earlier.
Bro,
because that will haunt me.
I totally feel you.
Yeah, because I think he's the best player in the draft.
No, that would bother me too.
Yeah.
No, I get you. I know exactly. I'm like that too.
Yeah.
So, like I think like that too.
Yeah. Well, thanks for having me. This was fun.
Thanks for having me. Are you nuts?
Listen. Dude, I'm a guest. You always say thank you when a guest and you never come empty-handed.
How many times do I yell at you? Yo, Ty, come around.
I got you. You.
It's always fun.
It feels nice. This is a great All-Star Day. I hope people enjoyed the segment.
You're the best, man. Love you, brother.
Anthony!
All right, cuz. You're screaming at me now.
Oh, no, that wasn't me.
Yes, it was.
That was for Anthony Labruciano.
No, it was. It was for me.
Anthony!
You're yelling at me because I was talking to Tyrone. Kudos to Anthony Labruciano.
Anthony!
My man, he just won Contractor of the Year in the Mid-Atlantic region. By certainty, the prestigious honor is no surprise to me because, listen, he's the roofing expert, man. I discovered him. I'm not going to say discovered Tyrone, but I had the eye. I knew Tyrone was great. Just like I knew, right, Ty? Not for nothing.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. Just like I knew that Anthony Labruciano was the greatest roofer ever. Just call Anthony. That's it. The only roofing expert that you need to know here in the Delaware Valley. A certified, certainty 5-star select shingle master, which means the best warranty in the business, 50 years from the manufacturer, 25 years in the expert workmanship. Listen, Anthony and his team at LaBruciana Roofing, they get moving right away. Boom. Call them. You schedule an in-person, on-site estimate. LaBruciana Roofing experts will take the time to explain your options. He's going to give you the peace of mind you deserve as a hard-working homeowner. Check him out. You're going to love him like I do. LaBruciana Roofing. Here's the number, 610-265-ROOF. Call right now, 610-265-ROOF, or visit them, PARoofPros.com. That's PARoofPros, PROS.com.
Fanatic Sports Update.
It's draft day and all-star day. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by Bradford White Water Heaters. You may not always need a new water heater, but when you do, choose Bradford White. Tonight, it is the start of the NFL Draft, round 1. Eagles currently have the 12th overall pick, but who knows? That could change. Jeremy Fowler of ESPN reporting this morning that teams are saying the Eagles have made many phone calls about trying to move up in front of the Dallas Cowboys in order to jump them to get one of the top corners of their choice. Make sure you just keep it locked right here on The Fanatic for all the latest Eagles and NFL rumors. It is draft day here on The Fanatic. Coming up next on Cuz Radio, you'll have the Draft Lines guys, Jamie Lynch and Devon Givens, for the rest of the 11 o'clock hour. Mikey Miss will join the show for the entire 12 o'clock hour. John Kincaid for the entire 1 o'clock hour. Phillies got a win over the Cardinals yesterday, 5-3 in St. Louis. Scary moment when Bryce Harper was hit in the face by a fastball. He did go to his Instagram last night and say that everything, including the scans, came back positive, came back good in a good way, not positive. Sixers beat the Hawks last night. That's awesome. Liberty Mutual Insurance is where you only pay for what you need. Nobody should have to pay for one-size-fits-all insurance. Liberty Mutual will customize your insurance, so you only pay for what you need. Customize and save with Liberty Mutual Insurance. Keep it locked right here on The Fanatic for all the latest news and information. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the NFL Draft All-Star Spectacular on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Presented by Bradford White. Professionally installed and built to be the best.
T-Mobile is bringing 5G from big cities to small towns across America. We've been investing billions to light up the largest and fastest 5G network. And now, according to competitive data from Umlaut, T-Mobile is the most reliable 5G network, too. To celebrate, we're inviting everyone to upgrade their experience. Introducing the free 5G upgrade. Bring any working cell phone to T-Mobile and trade it in for a free 5G Samsung Galaxy. Still have a flip phone? If it can make a call, you can trade it in. Plus, all our plans include 5G access on the full T-Mobile network at no extra cost. Let's go. Now that's an upgrade. T-Mobile is America's leader in 5G. Experience it today with the free 5G upgrade. Visit a neighborhood store or T-Mobile.com to learn more.
Phone via 24-bill credits while supplies last, plus tax. If you cancel credit, stop and balance on a required finance agreement may be due. Contact us. Qualifying credit, service, and undamaged trade-in required. Most reliable according to independent third-party Umlaut from crowdsourced user experience data from September 2020 to February 2021. Details at T-Mobile.com.
I'm so excited that baseball's back. There's nothing like watching a game with beautiful weather and a little action on FanDuel Sportsbook. If you've never bet on baseball before, now's the perfect time to give it a shot. FanDuel's letting new users swing for the fences risk-free. You'll get up to $1,000 back in site credit if your first bet doesn't win. And once you have an account, you can get up to $25 back each day in site credit if your same game parlay bet falls one leg short. So you can combine multiple baseball bets for an even bigger win all season long. FanDuel Sportsbook, in partnership with Valley Forge Casino, is America's #1 sportsbook. The app is simple to use. They've got the best odds, and when you win, FanDuel will pay you your winnings in as little as 24 hours. I'm definitely going to look to take our guys this weekend against New York. Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app. Sign up with promo code Natalie to get in on the action. That's FanDuel Sportsbook, promo code Natalie.
21 plus and present in NJ or PA. First online real money wager only for risk-free bet. Refund issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 7 days. Restrictions apply. See sportsbook.fanduel.com for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Individual rates, coverage offerings, and savings may vary. Subject to terms and conditions. Not available in all areas.
As a small business owner, I'm trying to build my business while keeping costs down. So imagine my surprise when I heard Pi Insurance on the radio saying I might be overpaying for workers' comp. Pi said they could save small businesses like mine up to 30% on workers' comp coverage. It sounded simple. So I went to trypi.com, got a quote in 3 minutes, and ended up saving thousands. Pi Insurance is a breath of fresh air. Their team put me at ease by explaining my policy and making sure I only paid for what I needed. It felt great to know I was protecting my employees while saving money. It's easy to see why Pi is rated excellent on Trustpilot by customers. If you're a small business owner, check out Pi Insurance for workers' comp. Ask your agent for Pi or see how much you could save at trypi.com. That's TRYPIE.com.
It's grilling season. And you got the best beef brisket money can buy. Dry rubbed to perfection, slow smoked for 8 hours. And you dared to face that perfect smoky hickory wood flavor with subpar wood cooking pellets? Introducing Kingsford 100% hardwood pellets. No fillers or binders. Just 100% hardwood for 100% flavor. Learn more at kingsford.com.
It's time for some straight talk. Sure, saving money feels good, but cutting your wireless bill in half? That feels really good. Like walk-off home run in the 9th inning kind of good. Okay, maybe not that good, but pretty darn good. With Straight Talk, you can get 25 gigs of high-speed data for $45 a month, up to 50% less than the other guys. Plus, no contract. All on America's best networks. Why pay a whole lot when you can pay half? Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise.
O'Reilly. Are your wiper blades chattering, skipping, or squeaking? Don't let streaks or smearing on your windshield compromise your visibility. When it's time to replace your wiper blades, stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts and see our selection. Our professional parts people will even install your new wiper blades while you wait. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. Does it feel like finding clothes in your fit is impossible? Tired of feeling overwhelmed with options that just aren't right? Let the experts at Stitch Fix do the shopping for you. At Stitch Fix, we make sure each piece is hand-selected for your life. So whether you're staying home or on the go, Stitch Fix has the answer for what to wear. We make it easy to find what works for you. Signing up takes just a few minutes, and styles are delivered directly to your door. Get started today at StitchFix.com. Stitch Fix, your style delivered.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents and Doug.
Check it out, Limu, a roadside carnival.
Step right up, folks. Test your strength. Come see the fire-breathing baby.
Let's fan out and tell people that Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need.
Look, an emu wearing sunglasses.
Limu, you're famous. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Hey, it's John Kincaid for the home team, the Parx Casino Sportsbook app, the official sportsbook partner of the Fanatic Philly sports fan. Do you know nobody does live in-game play-by-play betting better than the Parx Sportsbook app? And new customers can sign up and get their first bet risk-free up to $500. So if you like fantasy sports, you're going to love the Parx Sportsbook app. Do it now. Download the app or go to parxcasino.com/PA and use promo code FANATIC. You got to be 21 and in Pennsylvania. If you got a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hello? We just made your listening experience easier. 97.5 The Fanatic is now on radio.com. Radio.com. Check it out now. Now, back to more of the NFL Draft All-Star Spectacular on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Presented by Nolan Painting. Great pay and benefits. Apply at nolanpainting.com.
All right, welcome back. The Fanatics All-Star Spectacular. I mean, the room right now is, I don't know what to do. It's shaking. My head's spinning. By the way, 11 o'clock hour brought to you by Golden Nugget Jewelers, where Philly gets engaged. Yes, let me introduce. Truth, I can't take it. Everybody, I want to just sit and talk to everybody. I love it. I love it. To my left, I got the draft line guys. Oh, my God, Devon!
Yo!
What's up, brother?
What's up, man? What's good? How you feeling?
Dude,
you're excited. I can see it all in you.
Yeah, I love
tonight. And then we get to hang out, man.
Actually, I'm more excited for you guys at the draft. I really am. I mean, I'll be honest with you.
This has
I
been
got
fun.
all my sportsmen in it. I mean,
this has been fun. Yeah, coming in the morning, hanging out with the morning show. Case is in. Well, you get the case, but Case is in here. It's fantastic.
It is great. Yeah. I just love seeing you, man.
It's been a
while,
while,
I mean? I know. Because usually we talk, a lot, and I come on before Devon, and I'm always texting him and bothering him.
Nah, Devon's one of those guys.
And so and so we always connect, especially hoop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's so great just to see you here. We got to do this more often.
It would be nice.
You know?
It would be nice. This is fun, man. This is good. Thanks for having me
Oh,
in
my
here.
God. I love it. And, of course,
Yeah, long time no see.
my longtime cohort.
Yeah, what's
the
up?
Bro.
What's up, man? Draft day, All-Star day. What a day. Scott Kingery's birthday.
How many drafts did we do?
A lot. We were in Chicago for Carson Wentz.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Oh, yeah?
That was
Oh,
fun.
my God.
I ran into the Reverend Jesse Jackson, a little drunk and in Zubaz.
He was in the Zubaz.
The pants?
Yeah.
Wait,
Michael Jordan?
With a Randall jersey.
I remember that photo.
He goes, yo, that's Reverend Jesse Jackson. I go, yo, go take a picture of him. Yeah. Remember I told you?
Yeah.
I said, go call him Rev. He goes, hey, what's up, Rev? Can I get a picture?
I go, yo, Rev, can I get a pic?
And what did he say? Right away?
The security team was looking at me like, who's this guy?
Yeah, he loved it, though. It's classic. Divine classic. And then joining us, this is awesome. I love this guy. He's one of the great sportsmen of the Delaware Valley. He really is. Casey Boy from the President Steve Show. Dude. You ready? Pumped up?
I just got to meet your, his energy level, right?
It's hard to match.
Oh, it's tough to match, right? So you introduce Devon. You're like, yeah, Devon. He's like, hey, man.
What's going on?
That's cool.
I was like, well, I got to at least make, 75% of what you got. And it just finally feels so good to be the best looking person in the studio. Finally.
Look at that, dude.
But the second Shunas comes in here, it's like, oh, it's all over.
Hi, Casey. I love you.
Yeah, man. So, dude, I love listening to you, every day.
We go back too. So
yeah,
let's face it.
Especially now. So quick story about this. My father passed away a few years back, right? But I will always love Anthony Gargano because 2008 World Series run. There's and actually I believe it was the playoffs. There's a little bit of a rain delay. So my dad is in the concourse with my brother, and so I'm not there, right? I'm not there at all. And so I hear this story later on. Cuz walks by, and my dad, he's a truck driver, listens to sports talk. He's like, yo, Cuz. And Cuz, well, I don't know what you were doing, but you stopped in your tracks and you came over and you talked to my dad for a couple of minutes. And that's all it took, right? My dad was a lifelong fan, and my brother as well. So, so for me, and I had never met you before then, I was like, until the end of time, I will be a fan of yours because you took the time for my dad. And not just my dad. I'm sure you do that for
anybody. He does it for everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't go somewhere in public with him. He can't stop himself.
So the reality is... and
you can't say no to anybody.
I think you realize this. There's people listening right now. We don't have jobs without you. So, I appreciate you, and I appreciate anybody listen, and I listen to the way you talk to your callers. And, you don't always agree with them, but you always tell them, hey, man, you can call anytime you want. You're out of your mind, but you can call anytime you want. Right? And I love that.
Well, that's the point. And I think with all of us here, because we all connect through the same thing.
Sure.
When you're born of this soil, and you're a product of this area, I think we're connected on a deeper level.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what neighborhood, what town, and I'm going to include the entire Delaware Valley, we're all connected through this soil, and we have a similar, and we enjoy our connection with people. I really believe that.
No doubt. Listen, when you're out of the city, right, and let's say you're just in another city and you're not there for any Philadelphia-based business, and you see somebody with a Phil's hat on, or an Eagles hat on.
Oh, it's like your long
Go Birds.
Yes.
Go Birds.
Go Birds. And then high five.
It's one of the greatest things ever is being away and seeing someone from Philadelphia.
I saw somebody in NOLA last week on the street, and my buddy, he was wearing Phil's shirt. My buddy goes, go Phils. He goes, let's get him tonight. That was it, just a passing on the street.
And there's a warmth that goes through you.
Sure.
That's real. All right, we got a beer giveaway.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you love that.
Jimmy might steal it.
I've been trying to steal some of this beer all day.
Hey,
it's
you
not
and I
working.
were talking about these guys just a few days ago.
I know.
That's exciting.
I know. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. How about a case of Weekend Warrior from Double Nickel Brewing in Pennsauken?
I've been there many times.
The tap room is open 7 days a week. 20-plus draft options.
They got Bago in there, a great little facility.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Look at you. You're all over it already. You knew it.
Now I'm thirsty. I've been telling around you, cuz.
Yeah, I know.
My God. What's the number? Let's go caller Call it, Case. What number?
Yo, caller number 12.
Randall.
Got a little Randall.
We're doing 12 again, huh? You and I are on the same brain.
Simple as
wavelength
that.
Number
here.
12, huh, Case?
We said it last hour.
Oh, dude. It doesn't matter.
215-263-0975. Caller 12. 215-263-0975.
There you go. That's our featured Case. You win it. Thanks to Casey Boy. Devon,
yo,
what are we doing, man? What do you want them to do? And give me your faith in this brass, man.
Well, what I want them to do is I want a cornerback, and I want a cornerback badly. All the way back to Super Bowl season, before they won, we didn't know that they were going to be that team when they won that season. So Patrick Robinson comes in. He had no faith. We were getting reports that he wasn't even that good. He thought he was going to get cut. So many people did. They traded for Ronald Darby. Fantastic. Felt good about it. Unsure about Jalen Mills because I always say he's a penalty waiting to happen, how physical he is. But you like the guy. You needed someone who's the number one. You need somebody that you can count on every Sunday, every Saturday, every Thursday, whatever it is, every game day. And they haven't really had that guy. And had they made the right choices, I was with them with the Sidney Jones thing. I was wrong, but I was with them.
Same.
And then...
Oh, I know you were.
Yeah.
So we thought about it.
So I was wrong about it, but I thought it was a good selection. It turned out to be what it turned out to be. Had you made the right choices somewhere along the lines, you don't have to go pay Darius Slay, trade for him and pay Darius Slay. As much as I like him too, you get your own homegrown. So where we are right now and seeing everything that has happened since the Super Bowl, they still don't have anyone that you can just feel good about outside of Slay now that you can go and say, go stop that guy.
Who you probably have 2 years left
I don't want Avonte Maddox on the outside because he doesn't belong there. I love the Crevon LeBlanc story, but it's not real, right? Craig James, no. I want somebody that's a name that I can trust every single week, and I want corner there. So you have the two that we've been talking about, Surtain, and even now with J.C. Horn. And I'm good with either with where they are. I mean, you got the 6'1" physical guy in Horn. Surtain is a little bit different, but I'm good with either one of them. And you put him opposite Slay. You feel good about it. You allow your front to do their job, although I still don't like Derek Barnett. You allow the front to do their job.
I like Josh Sweat, though.
And okay. And that's still a rotational guy.
Yeah, he's a rotational guy.
So that's where I am. And my faith in the brass, it's just not there. We've seen enough. We have enough of a history to understand right now that not many people have faith in him, and I don't have faith.
No.
They're making a choice, so you can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
But I don't have faith.
Right. Bro, you got faith?
Not really, no. But I'm lockstep with Devon. I think cornerback's the biggest need. Look, they haven't drafted a Pro Bowl cornerback in 19 years, the longest streak in the NFL. They also haven't had a 1,000-yard receiver in 6 seasons, the longest streak in the NFL. They're historically awful at drafting both positions, so I don't think there's any doubt they're the two biggest needs. I want to jump Dallas and take Surtain away from them. That's what I want. We'll see if it happens or not. I'd be cool with Horn, I guess. Devontae Smith I'd be okay with, I guess. Nothing's going to wow me except Surtain at this point, really. I think it's the biggest need because Darius Slay's got 2 years left. You're probably not going to give him another contract at age 33. If you do, it's a minimal money one.
I agree with you. Yeah.
So I want that guy you can just pencil in at cornerback for the next 6-7 years and be done with it.
Yeah, well, Casey Boy.
Yo, Quiddy Pay all the way. Quiddy Pay.
It's a great name, Quiddy.
I'm kidding, man. I listen to you. I know.
It's a cool name, though, right?
It is. But
Quiddy Pay.
And I go by name.
I don't care.
I go by name. And so last year I didn't like the name Jalen Reagor as much as I liked the name Justin Jefferson. Right? I thought he had the name was more professional football sounding, Justin Jefferson. But I just want something sexy. And I just want something sexy this year. And you say, do you have faith? Like, I do. But I don't know sports like you guys do. Like, every single year, we're going to win the Super Bowl. Every single year, we're going to win the Super Bowl. So,
but dude, I love that.
Yeah, I know.
I do. You know why I love that? Because, and I think it's funny, because we kind of fall into this trap. And I know you do a lot, Devon, because I know I'm the same way. And we connect over this. Bro does to an extent. But his fandom comes through because he could be a little Sunshine Mary-ish. But we analyze, sometimes overanalyze.
Sure. Yeah.
We dive deeper. And with Casey Boy, just that, they're going to win the Super Bowl every year.
Yeah, I have faith. I have faith in Jalen Hurts.
That's awesome.
Yeah. What my eyes told me last year.
That way.
Yeah. What my eyes told me last year is that he wasn't. he wasn't that bad. I thought he had some pretty good games. He's light on his legs. I thought he had a decent arm. But again, I don't study it like you guys do. My game isn't college football, right? So I couldn't, what I saw. So my nephew goes to Alabama, so I watched a lot more Alabama this year.
Wow, dude.
Did I say son? Or
Nephew.
my
You said nephew.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I saw what Devontae Smith did. That's the guy I wanted in the middle of the season, in the championship game, and all that. So that's the guy I wanted, and that's the guy I want right now. Right?
All right.
That's a sexy pick for me.
All right.
Right.
Listen, I like Devontae Smith. I
do too.
I think he reminds me of. It was funny. We were talking about the way he runs. But it reminds me of Stephon Diggs, where they almost glide, like you're running on marshmallows, like just,
Well, the only concern with him is the 166 pounds.
Yeah,
everything else is perfect.
His hands are amazing.
His hands are great.
How much does Deshaun Jackson weigh?
It was similar. I think he was 170, 171 coming out.
And he was good, and he wasn't as tall.
Marvin
right?
Harrison's another one. Those are like the only two outliers of guys that light that kind of made it
that's
big.
where you need your coaches to step in.
Sure.
Get him open.
Right.
Get him open.
Design
And
these things to get him open.
Deshaun was smart. He was a smart player.
Yeah.
He ducked out of bounds.
Sure.
Or he'd go down. There's no reason for you to take a hit from a dude coming at you 100 miles per hour.
Right.
You don't have to do that.
All this is why I want Surtain.
Yeah.
Think about who he's gone up against in practice every day for the last 2 years.
I know.
Jerry Jeudy, Henry Ruggs, now Devontae Smith and Jalen Waddle. He's going up against
Waddle
that.
might be the best receiver.
I like Waddle a
I don't
lot.
think he fits with Rager, but I think he is probably the better.
But do you not take him because of Rager? Do you not? And I know we didn't see a lot of Rager, but do we not? A lot of stuff when we talk about these drafts and free agency, you look at it because, well, you don't have it. So if you don't have it and you're not good enough, why not take it? You don't have it. So when we would talk about the Sixers a lot during the rebuild, right,
Sure.
Case?
Yeah.
We would say, oh, well, they don't have that type of player, so why am I not going to draft that
They
one?
don't have a
You
Mikal
don't have
Bridges.
it.
Take that guy.
Well,
my God.
Hey, well, we clinched last night in the playoffs, so we're good to go there. Thank you.
Wow.
But if you don't have it, you take it. So how do you not draft Jalen Waddle because of Jalen Rager?
Yeah, no.
It's a lot of Jalen's.
But here's the issue.
Very true.
The issue is
Jalen Rose's fault.
This is close your ears, Case, because I don't want to spoil it. This is a complete rebuild.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I mean. 3 first
so you
round
don't
next.
have it.
3 first round picks next year tells you that.
What's the wide receiver group?
Yeah.
Name them.
Yeah.
Right?
No.
And do any of you make that excited?
No.
Are you that excited?
No.
Where Jalen Waddle's where Waddle's name doesn't jump out at you?
But if
All
I
of
got
it does.
Waddle and I got Surtain, I'm going to go Surtain because A, I want the corner, but B, here's why. In the event that I do have it, I don't think I got it with Rager, but I still don't know.
I think he'll be okay. I don't think he'll ever be great.
Yeah.
All right. So
I don't dislike him.
Yeah. I think he's just
I think
okay.
he's Josh Huff a little bit better.
Ooh.
No, meaning that you get him in space.
You use him right.
You got to get him in space.
Well, the plus of Sirianni is he's a wide receiver coach, and he made some mediocre receivers in Indianapolis have some pretty good years. So the hope is he can scheme these guys open.
All right, let me ask you
see.
guys this, though, and I don't know if this is the right
I
approach.
challenge you to freeze tag.
as the GM, right? I don't look at it like, okay, here's pick 12, and this is what we got to do with pick 12. What I look at is like, okay, what is our best option with our first 2 picks, right? So I have to weigh them both, right? If I go with a cornerback with my number 12 pick, then I need to get a wide receiver. So balance wise, and who are we looking at? The dude from LSU?
Terrence Marshall. There's Elijah Moore. There's the guy from Tony from Florida. There's some guys at 37 you could make up for if you go cornerback.
All right, so can you do that? Can you do that if you went wide receiver? Are there cornerbacks?
It's not as good. I think it's better if you go cornerback, get the wide receiver at 37.
It's a big gap from the top 2 guys, corner-wise.
Yeah, see, wide receiver, I got to say, I don't know if you guys agree, but and I said it last hour to Tyrone, see, college football is so much closer to the NFL today.
Yeah.
That Saturday and Sunday blend and bleed together, that you can get a lot more value at wide receiver in later rounds.
Totally
you saw
agree.
it last year where a dozen guys taken after Jalen Rager had really good seasons.
Dude, look at Claypool. Look at that guy.
Yeah.
What round did he go in? Was he second
Second round.
Third?
I thought he was second round. I think
maybe
he was second.
There was a bunch of AU.
They were all there. And
Ayuk was
Pittman
there
as well.
Right.
Yeah.
But, did Claypool have the season because of the quarterback play or because of the other, Deontay and Juju Smith-Schuster? So was that a fluke of
He
a
was
season?
second, yeah, Claypool.
It was second?
Yeah.
But, is that a fluke of the season because of the people that were around him? Or
No,
is
it's
he
the
that
system
good?
he's in.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of contributing factors that go into these guys.
He's also a monster, right? Like,
yeah.
He's bigger than
he's like a
tight
Pitts
end
physical
who can
type.
Run.
Yeah.
Right. They weren't sure if he was going to have to play tight end or wide receiver. He turned out to be a really
And
good
he's
wide
got great
receiver.
hands.
Right.
I mean,
uses his body.
It's just because it just goes to show you, right? Even as little as 10 years ago, teams were still running options. You had
How about that?
teams that were run-based quarterback options, read option teams. Like now, everybody throws the football, right? And all throughout college football.
100%.
Well, that wasn't like that a few years ago.
Yeah.
So it just goes to stand that you're going to get better receivers now.
Even in like a University of Minnesota, which is Big Ten football, smash mouth. Even now they have like PJ Fleck and Rashad Bateman's a guy that could be there at 37. That's I'd take him in a heartbeat if he slips.
Right.
So you can even go to non-throwing conferences and still get these guys.
Exactly. Here's a question. Is if you're sitting there and all of a sudden Justin Fields slips.
Yes.
No.
My gut says yes.
Oh, no.
Yes.
My gut says yes because he's rated higher than Jalen Hurts was. And why not? You coming in and you trying
It's
to
a
find your
quarterback
franchise
factory,
guy?
Devon.
Well, yeah, he went back on that one, didn't he? But no, I would yes.
Yes.
Okay. Is there a way that we sneak back into the first round?
It's not out of the question.
I'm crying because
But
I'm
you
just
didn't
this
answer,
is
too.
such a special day for me.
You didn't answer either.
I said yeah.
You say yes?
Yeah, I say yes.
Okay.
Here's it. One last one. Because we're all Sixer guys here. Come on.
I know.
Let's get done. Shooters, play the song. Come on. What you got, man? All right, we got everybody back.
Yeah.
All right. How you feeling?
I feel good. 10 games left. They have a shot at the number one seed. Handle your business. Don't worry about everybody else. Let them smack each other around. Milwaukee and Brooklyn have a 2-game series in Milwaukee.
Yeah, that's
so
huge.
They could cancel each other out based on how that goes. Sixers handle their business. They can get the number one seed and make that path easier.
And come together over the next 10 games.
And
Ben's back.
Last night was.
I love the George Hill part too.
Oh, yeah.
I trust him, and there's comfort there, Case.
Yeah.
There's comfort with
25th
George
game,
Hill.
Doc had the starting lineup last night. They're 21-4. What's not to be excited about?
Casey!
Yeah!
Casey boy.
What's the question?
You tried.
Look at you wearing a hat, man.
Yes.
Come on, bro.
Dude, I'm wearing, I don't know what I am today. I got Eagles
Tap
shirt,
in, man.
Sixers hat.
Tap into it.
Yeah. I'm all about it, man. I'm all about it. So I'm tuning in for the rest of my drive home today. I got to do my research. Watch tonight. I've been waiting for this day for like ever. My brother canceled on me yesterday. We were supposed to get together for cigars and the draft tonight.
Oh, he bailed out.
He bailed.
Bailed out.
It doesn't matter. I'm still
rat,
watching.
bro.
Yes.
So good.
Yeah.
Thanks, boys. Listen,
thanks for having me.
I love you guys. You guys are awesome.
Wish we
all
could
right?
hang out another 3 hours.
I mean, I'm serious. All right, Tunis.
Hey, relax, Tunis.
Come on, we gotta get into it.
All right, let me tell you about Parks Casino, Street Road, Ben Salem. I'm going to be there, in fact, a little bit later on today for Cousins Corner. We will have that at Parks Casino. Your chance to go in and check out the Parks Casino Sportsbook, which is absolutely fabulous. And you can take it home right to your couch. And you can look at the draft and you go, I got some good futures. See, the beauty of the Sportsbook is they got everything you want. Futures, and they got, you name it, live in-game betting, the props. We all love the props. Totals and teams. They have it all. So check it out right there, parkscasino.com/PA. Use the promo code FANATIC. You'll get a risk-free bet up to $500. Remember, the website's got all the details. Check them out. It's the 4-for-4 hometown way to bet the games. You got to be 21. You got to be in Pennsylvania. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Fanatic Sports Update.
When the Eagles move up, I'm Andrew Saltunis, and this update is brought to you by Liberty Mutual Insurance, where you only pay for what you need. Nobody should have to pay for one-size-fits-all insurance. Liberty Mutual, customize your insurance. You only pay for what you need. Customize and save with Liberty Mutual Insurance. Today is round 1 of the NFL Draft. but we're already getting reports that the Eagles could move up. Jeremy Fowler of ESPN is reporting that there are a lot of teams taking phone calls from the Eagles about trying to jump up in front of those Dallas Cowboys in order to draft one of the top corners or the top corner that is on their board. Make sure you just keep it locked right here in The Fanatic for all of the latest rumors. It is All-Star Day here on The Fanatic. We continue to bring in other hosts from throughout the station. Joining Anthony for the entire 12 o'clock hour is Mike Missinelli. John Kincaid joins the show for the entire 1 o'clock hour. Phillies beat the Cardinals yesterday in St. Louis 5-3. Scary moment when Bryce Harper took a fastball to the face. He did leave the game. He then went on Instagram later last night and said that he's all good. The CT scan came back all good, so good thing that Bryce Harper seems like no serious damage. Keep it locked right here on The Fanatic for all the latest news and information. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the NFL Draft All-Star Spectacular on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Presented by Nolan Painting. Great pay and benefits. Apply at nolanpainting.com.
Hi, it's me, the I Hate Steven Singer guy, and you're almost out of time. Mother's Day is here. No worries, I've got the perfect gift for Mom. It's my brand new Sunshine Yellow 24-karat gold dip rose. It's a spectacular sunshine yellow color with little sparkles that will brighten your loved one's day. But we want to add some sunshine in everybody's day. So we're using a portion of each rose sold to support local restaurants by purchasing catering for all those incredible frontline workers. You can purchase a Sunshine Yellow Rose. Know you're gifting sunshine to the moms in your life while supporting local restaurants and thanking our frontline workers. If you're looking to celebrate life, say I love you, or honor Mom on this Mother's Day, this is the perfect gift. This is the most requested gift by moms everywhere. Go now to IHateStevenSinger.com and still get fast and free shipping in time for Mother's Day. That's IHateStevenSinger.com. IHateStevenSinger.com.
You've been lied to. Lied to by corrupt Washington politicians and the Wall Street propaganda machine. Hi, I'm Inc. magazine best-selling author Brett Kitchen, and I want to give you a free copy of my brand new book, Wealth Beyond Wall Street, because we all know another market crash could be right around the corner. After losing 35% in my IRA in the crash years ago, I said enough, and since then I discovered a way to grow money potentially double digits, reduce taxes dramatically, and also have my money protected when the next stock market crash hits. When the next market crash hits, you lose nothing. Call Wealth Beyond Wall Street now to get your free copy and talk with a specialist to discover this little-known strategy to get potential double-digit growth during good years and never lose when the next stock market crash hits, all while building a tax-advantaged retirement. Call 800-605-9191 to discover this asset that people like Walt Disney and JCPenney use to grow wealthy. Plus, get one of just 97 free books left. We even cover shipping and handling, no credit card required. Call 1-800-605-9191. 1-800-605-9191. That's 1-800-605-9191.
Texting enrolls you into reoccurring automated text messages. Message and data rates may apply.
Come on, one more rep. You got this. 10. There it is. Nice work, man. You're a beast.
Thanks, man. I feel better than I have in years. And I got to tell you, taking Nugenix makes a huge difference for me.
Nugenix? That's the testosterone booster with TV ads with Frank Thomas. The big hurt, right?
Oh, yeah. The patented key ingredient is Testofen, which helps boost free testosterone levels and increase lean muscle mass.
Well, it's clearly working for you. Hey, are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try for themselves?
Yeah, Nugenix is a great way to increase lean muscle and feel stronger with more energy and endurance.
Man, I need to get a complimentary bottle of Nugenix.
No problem. You just got to send them a text. Text BICEP to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix, the #1 selling free testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of new Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help get you back into shape fast, absolutely free. Text BICEP to 42424. That's BICEP to 42424.
To all you do-it-yourselfers, get ready to welcome Fram into the fam. Because America's #1 oil filter brand now has their own new line of motor oil and fluids. And it's only at Advance and CarQuest Auto Parts. Stop into Advance and choose from 4 new Fram oil change bundles starting at just $20.99. They have the oil and filters you need to keep your engine running stronger, longer. Advance your auto at Advance Auto Parts and participating CarQuest locations. See store for details.
Let's be real. Mopping is a hassle. You have to fill the bucket, pushing a wet, heavy mop around, then cleaning the mop when you're done so it doesn't grow bacteria. A hassle on top of a hassle. Try Swiffer Wet Jet. With Swiffer WetJet, you start with a fresh pad and cleaning solution every time. And when you're done, you just toss the pad. Swiffer WetJet, the faster, easier, cleaner way to clean your floors.
Hi, I'm Kevin Nolan from Nolan Painting. At Nolan Painting, we believe that everyone who puts in an honest day's work should expect to earn a living wage. If you have solid work experience and a vehicle, we can start you at $15 an hour and we'll teach you how to paint. From there, you will steadily earn more as you grow into the job and become a valuable member of our winning team. You can expect bonuses, health insurance, a 401k plan, and a great work environment. We're actively hiring positive people. If this sounds interesting to you, contact us at nolanpainting.com.
Hey, do you want to jumpstart your healthy eating? Of course you do. Memorial Day, it's a month away, and you want to look good on the beach and fit back into your golf shirt. So go to squeeze.com. Do a 3-day cleanse with delicious vegetable and fruit juices. You're going to feel better, you're going to sleep better, and after 3 days, you'll know what we're talking about.
Why stop at 3? Go for a 5-day cleanse. And trust us, Squeeze.com is the best juice cleanse on the market. You can get same-day delivery if you go to Squeeze.com and order by 1 o'clock. The juices will come by 9 p.m. that same day. That's Squeezed.com.
At Barlow Chevrolet in Delran, we deliver. We deliver on price, selection, service, and now we deliver vehicles right to your front door. And this month, we just received massive shipments of the red-hot Chevy Silverado, and for you business owners, the hard-to-find Express Cargo Van. This year at Barlow, we're celebrating 50 years in business, and now we're making it as convenient as ever. Barlow delivers. Find new roads at Barlow Chevrolet in Delran and at barlowchevrolet.com.
Android users, Bet Rivers Sportsbook is ready for download in the Google Play Store. Just search for Bet Rivers and download the app. It's never been easier to get in the game. You'll enjoy the ease of use and critical speed of the new Bet Rivers Android app. Bet with a winner. Download the Bet Rivers Android app in the Google Play Store today. Presented by Rivers Casino Philadelphia. Must be 21 or over to play. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station.
It's 97.5 The Fanatic's NFL Draft All-Star Spectacular. Presented by Nolan Painting. Great pay and benefits. Apply at nolanpainting.com.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. It's The Fanatic 500.
All right. Text the word believe. As in, I don't believe in the Eagles. BELIEVE to 45911. That's the word believe. Or you can enter it on the Fanatic mobile app or 97.5thefanatic.com. One winner selected at random will win $500. Everybody that enters on our app or website will be qualified for a $10,000 grand prize. The Fanatic 500, sponsored by the Parks Casino Sportsbook app, the official sportsbook partner of the Real Philly Fan. Got to be 21. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Get complete rules for this company-wide contest at 97.5thefanatic.com. And please remember to never text and drive. Good luck.
Now, back to more of the NFL Draft All-Star Spectacular on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Presented by Bradford White. Professionally installed and built to be the best.
All right, welcome back. It is noon across the Delaware Valley. Happy lunchtime. And this is a special hour for me because, listen, we love the 97.5 The Fanatic All-Star Spectacular, the Draft Day Extravaganza. And it's a great time. Just so much fun. Seeing everybody hanging out. I love it. I do. I love it. But this hour is very near and dear to me because I get to be with my dearest, dear close friend and brother, the great... we'll call him the padrino, il padrino of the radio station and of all of Philadelphia media, Mike Missinelli.
What's up, brother? What's going on?
All right.
You have some water? That's a little sneeze coming on. This is like old times. This is good. It's always good when we eat together because we can go all over the place.
Yeah, and we will. There will be, Andrew, get ready because there will be a winding road. And we may go into all kinds of details.
I turned the shocks off for this one. Don't worry.
Yeah. Like when you play Andy Reid, right? I immediately go to, Mikey Mikey and Andy Reid had breakfast at the Oregon Diner. What time? Penrose?
Penrose.
We were at
the
Penrose one time. Like you could name anybody in Philadelphia sports Mike and I will have had a story of intersection with. And I just said to him, I go, it's crazy because we've been doing this such a long time. And every once in a while, you stand back and you go, geez. Because we would have a lot of these conversations over late night cocktails.
Oh, yeah. And we play these little games, like these crazy things that I try to bring to the air every now and then. The genesis of it is you and me at the bar, like doing stuff like this. But
the best was that we would get to the bar, right? And I love it, right? And a couple of my buddies would join us, and we would all hanging out. And Mikey would go, all right, quickly name the Sixers white players, right? And we're all going,
the all-time white roster.
Yeah.
The Sixers all-time white roster. Stuff like that. So it's crazy. And our careers is really interesting because they were parallel. They're not parallel. They were like on a path that, like, I started the path, you continued the path. Like, we both did newspapers. We both did the crossover. And I remember the day that you were trying to decide whether you actually wanted to make that crossover.
Yeah, I did not.
I don't know if I gave you the right advice or not that day, to be honest with you.
So I called Mikey Miss up. I go, yo, brother, listen, I need your advice. I mean, they offered me this job to do the midday show at WIP, the whole thing. And Mike was the big, Mahaf, right? And him and Angelo and everybody. And so I go, Howard, right, his boy, which was always fun. And I go, Mike, do me a favor, like, let's go get some beer. So we go get a couple drinks. And you gave me great advice, which is, look, you could always write. It's always, it'll always be a party. But this could be an opportunity that could, set you up and could be something really longevity for you that you could make a career. And you're right. And it's been very rewarding. And it's a warm medium. And you meet all these great people. And
yeah, it's the thing. It opens a lot of doors to people that you would never have crossed paths with before. So, so we have fun doing it. And we actually work together. We had a shift, 2 shifts together, right?
Well,
2 shifts?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a shift, and then I left to go to WMMR.
It was the Philly Rock. What was it? It was the not Philly Rock. It was the
no. It was not called. It was the Philly Guys.
Philly Guys.
It was the Philly Guys that we did.
You did that with me.
That's right. He was.
You work with Chuck?
He was the brains behind it. He was with us.
Oh my God!
He was with us every morning. Chuck D'Amico was with us every morning.
Not blaming me for that.
He was behind the scenes at first, and then he settled in to be like the guy. Like he was behind. He was behind the console.
Really?
Yeah. So he was like we were all in the same studio at a big table, and Chuck was in the middle, and all our guys were around there, and he was just kind of running the board and stuff.
Get out of here!
Oh yeah. Chuck and I go way back.
Oh, that's nuts. Yeah. Well, we were working together, and I was brokenhearted. You were like, dude, listen, I got this opportunity. You took me out, right? We went to go get drinks.
Yeah.
And because we were having fun. So what happened was, Mike and Eskin were together, and I would walk in there, and the chairs would be facing opposite, right? They would both be reading the paper, and it would be like, imagine this, if I got my back to you,
that was not a good idea. They thought it was a good idea that it wasn't turned out not to be a good idea because, the
best was the car, the stolen car.
Well, the stolen car caper.
Oh my God!
Yeah, listen. He's a lot of things. One of the things he's not is a teammate. He can never be a teammate.
Right.
So the show just kind of went in 2 different directions, and I would just call him out on the silliness, and then it got, it's starting to get a little agitating for me, and they realized it. So that's when they transformed it, and then so I was with you for a while, and then
we had a blast, and so we're hanging out, and now I'm a newbie, right? So Mike had to do a lot of the heavy lifting, but it was great because we were just hanging out every day. It was like they were paying us to do what we do at night. And it was like awesome talking sports. Who you like tonight? Look at this. About blah, blah, blah. Hoops, basketball, football, baseball. Go nuts. And that's what we did every day on the air. And then, of course, our other passions, movies and
food.
The whole nine.
Things like that. But what's really funny is that when we first got together to make fun of the other guy, we had a segment where we would do something that he would do, like the normal dopey takes.
Right.
And we kind of did do it in his voice. And
Yes.
You called it the
Chief?
Chief something. You used to call him Chief.
Yeah.
And it was like, what would the Chief say?
Yeah.
And so we used to mock him for like a 10-minute segment. And
well, he was doing it. He would call. He basically was saying we're just dirty Italians. Who you remember? He went ethnic on us all the time.
Yeah, thinking it was funny. Had no concept of what was funny and what was not.
Right. Like he would do the, you guys, did you bring the silverware? Or like crazy stuff. He would say all kinds of stuff. The Ace Man, went up one day and he shoved a cannoli in his face. It was all over his beard and all. Oh, classic.
But we did it for a while. Then finally the program director stopped it because he was crying about it.
And we were just breaking balls because he used to break. Listen, the first day I was in the thing, he used to crush me. Oh, it was amazing. Yeah. How about? But when you think about the early days, the ball breaking that went on, like it was. I mean, people would freak out. Who was screaming at who?
Oh yeah, that was a nasty shop over there. There was a lot of contention. But see, the program director at the time wanted to keep it contentious. He thought that would bring out better radio. That if you had competition between the shows and you competed against the shows, like you wanted to make your show better than theirs, he thought that was good for the overall product. And he may have been right.
I mean, it was wild, Tunis. Some of the things that were said and heard and all, like that could never happen in a workplace. Like not today.
Yeah. Yeah, we had to be kinder to that. A little bit kinder. Yeah, but the best thing about the thing I remember most about you is when we went to Eagles camp with an SUV, an RV. I'm sorry, not an SUV, an RV. They had a rented RV.
When we went to Penn State?
No, we went to we did broadcasted at Lehigh.
Oh, we did Cousins Court at
we did the show.
The camp out. We did the camp.
Right. So, yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
So they bring us this monster RV, right? And Cuz goes, you know how to drive this?
It's for you two.
He wanted no parts of it.
Yeah, he's like, Mike goes, you want to split it up? And all? Like, nah. I'm not driving that. I know what's driving
I get behind the wheel and we pull out.
Yeah, but you're good at it.
I think it was my first. Well, I had taken one to Penn State, but this was a bigger one.
We went to Penn State. You remember we went to Penn State?
Oh yeah, we went to Penn State.
Wasn't that an RV?
We went to Penn State with Tootie from Goodfellas.
Right.
Was on the trip. Frank DeLeo, my buddy, and your cousin Joey, and it was Joe Ben, right?
Yes.
And me and my buddy, and then Frank DeLeo, and Tootie and Goodfellas. Yeah, I had done that, but this was a bigger one, I thought.
Yeah, that pride thing was a monster.
And I remember I was blasting Rage Against the Machine. Yeah. This RVs were driving to Lehigh.
That was the best. I was drinking beers.
Yeah, he was drinking beers. I was driving this monster truck.
And I have no sense of whatever. Like I'm a bad wingman for that sort of thing.
Yeah, there you go. So I was going, because I'm trying to wake him up. He's like, yeah. He's one of those guys. Like, should we take a left or right? He's
go left.
Why? He's like,
I think I got a 50-50 shot.
He's got no investment in the trip at all. He's like, just get it there.
Yeah, because my theory is this. Like, first of all, I'm not going to use the brain power to pay attention, and I'm going to sit back, have a beer, whatever, and if you ask me which way, I got a 50% chance of being right. I'll take my odds.
Yeah, I think we slept in that, didn't we?
Yes.
And we slept in that one at Penn State, too.
Yes, yeah. I remember being out, though. I remember
5 or 6 mangy dudes at Penn State.
Yeah, it was nasty.
After a day of drinking. Well, first of all, they played Miami, Andrew.
Oh, dude, they played Miami. And you know who it was? Shockey was the tight end.
Portis was a running back.
Clinton Portis was the running back.
So this is prime U days.
Yeah, probably modern U days. But so I got all excited. But Penn State trailed 35-0 at halftime. We wound up leaving the stadium. First time I've ever done that in my life. We left the stadium, went back to the RV, and just started drinking.
Yeah, and then we were drinking Man, I remember cigars at like 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning. I think we saw the sun come up. That was a great time. That was a blast. What do you make of all the drafts and stuff? How do you view it? Like when we talk about the drafts of all those past, and you remember we've been doing this a long time with all these Eagles drafts. This guy, this guy. How do you view it as someone who's not in control? Like right now, I have angst, and only in this sense, that I have no control over the situation, and I think I know better.
And you probably do, first of all. But see, I don't have any angst for this draft.
Yeah.
And here's the reason why. Because I can't imagine that all these it's. I told you the other. It's a draft that drafts itself. If you stay at 12, there's going to be a player that you grab that's going to start for you at a position that you need. Where I get a little nervous is that they try to overthink. They trade back to 16 because all of a sudden they get their minds on this Kwity Paye, and they're thinking they can grab an extra pick, get Kwity Paye. But then they will have bypassed 2 better players, 6 and 12. And I can't imagine that they would take a chance to do that.
Yeah, I don't think they do that. I listen, I think you're probably right. I think it's idiot-proof.
Yeah.
You know, when you think about it, there's going to be there's some talk about them trading up right now. So to get one of the cornerbacks, probably Surtain. So, I mean, you know, they should ace this pick.
Yeah.
But the way I look at it, and I don't know if you look at it differently, this thing is a complete process. Like, it's the process part, too. It's a huge rebuild.
It is.
Who's any good?
It is. Now, again, people say next year's draft is fruitful. And so they're going to get as many draft picks in that draft as possible, which I guess is a good philosophy. I don't trust them beyond this pick. That's the problem. Like, you go in subsequent rounds, and they'll probably trade a couple of those picks to move up to get a 5th or whatever. But that's where I worry most of all, that they have to make those judgments for the players that aren't known. Because I think anybody can draft players in the top 12. I really do. It's like, when's the last time they had a pick that was high?
You're not building a team.
They had Wentz,
exactly.
and they had Fletcher Cox at 12. So all these other picks that we question are in the gray area, you know, like the 20 area where they go, okay, I think Rager is a better pick than Jefferson. Like, that's the danger. 12 doesn't represent any danger.
See, the real problem, though, is to build a team, you gotta hit on your 2nd-round picks, your 3rd-round picks. You got to be able to build it beyond just at a number 12 or a number 6.
Yeah.
And that's where I go, first of all, this kid, I don't know, do you have a better vibe on him than I do? Sirianni?
No.
I mean, seriously.
No,
you've been covering sports a long time in this town.
I played a couple of them at rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like this on a pro level. Now, that doesn't mean it won't work. Like, people go, enthusiasm's good. And I go, no, enthusiasm is never good at a pro level. Where has it been at a pro level? And the only guy I could think of is Pete Carroll. But Pete Carroll came into this league at that spot after having coached in the NFL, having gone to resurrect the program at USC, however he did that, and then he comes back. So he's doing that enthusiasm with a little more cachet than this guy off the street.
Well, thank you. That's the word, cachet. I don't mind. The enthusiastic nature doesn't bother me as much as what's he done, right? And the enthusiasm comes across as being a rube, as being a guy that's got no swag. Like, you're going to walk in front of men, right? You're going to walk into a locker room and you're going to address men. You better have a swag about you.
You do. He's got assistant coach swag. And you know how assistant coach operates. They're always patting you on the butt. They're always trying to pump you up. They're always trying to be a buddy because they're the liaison between you and the coach. And, you know, they take care of all the little things for you. They cultivate that relationship. When you step up a notch, you got to lead an entire group and you can't be that same type of guy. It's just my opinion. Now, maybe this guy works, but I say, like, he would work with younger players. Like, rookies come in, they've got to hear that. You just get to be a 3-year veteran, and you start rolling your eyes, and that's it's the Bryce Harper curveball machine, is what it is.
Yes, and here's the other thing: it's not like he's got Jim Johnson to fall back on, right?
Yeah.
Like your venerable defensive coordinator. I mean, that was the brilliance of Andy Reid. Andy had Jim Johnson. He had a good staff. Like he surrounded himself with people that were sharp.
Yes.
And look at this. I'm looking around. It's like Massimo's second grade class.
Yeah.
I mean, enough. Listen, I like not about young guys because I like Brady from Carolina because, Matt vouched for him, said the dude's sharp. Yeah. Joe Brady, LSU, wins a championship, pass game coordinator. He's supposed to be a real, kind of coach kind of guy.
Yeah.
Got a big personality. Mm-hmm. I mean, my fear is less Sirianni and more that Jeffrey doesn't want anybody with any kind of strength, any kind of personality.
That's a major part of it because when you think about it, I try to break it down like this. If you're the owner, you're the CEO, you know a few things, right? And he comes in for an interview. And I go, oh, he's still over the top. Like, if he comes in with that kind of enthusiasm, I go, listen, kid, you seem like a nice kid. You seem like a really good assistant. But I'm thinking of like a different plateau that I need to be the CEO of my team.
Right.
That's all I would say.
That's it. I agree. By the way, right now we're giving away a case of, you ready? Triple Horse. Oh, this is awesome. A Belgian-style ale from River Horse Brewing Company, which is a craft brewery in Ewing Township. It started in 1996, and you get a case of the Triple Horse. Let's go, Mikey, number what? Caller number?
Don't say 12. We've already had two 12s.
What number you want?
7.
7. There you go. Caller number 7, 215-263-0975, 215-263-0975. That's the contest line. You win a case of the Triple Horse, a Belgian-style ale from River Horse. Coming up, we're going to move away a little bit because I got Mikey, and I don't want to waste time with draft, all right? I'm being real. We're always real on the show. I want to go through the last 20 years of Philadelphia sports.
Okay.
With each of the teams. And I want our highlights, our lowlights. And a lot of times, you and I will be sharing a lot of those moments.
Uh-huh.
Like we did the Super Bowl.
Yes.
With a bottle of tequila.
on Walnut Street.
Yes. So I want to do that, and I do want to squeeze in. I got so much to talk to Mikey about. Hey, Nat.
Hi.
You having fun?
Oh, this is a blast. I love All-Star Day.
Yeah, it's great.
It's also
really
draft day.
I know.
But
amazing.
Who cares?
Wow, you're down. Come on, get excited, Nat. Listen, the draft is tonight, and we still got lots of time to get healthy, enjoy the outdoors before the NFL season starts. Because you know why? Listen. With NJ Diet, it only takes 40 days to lose a contractually guaranteed 20 to 40 plus pounds. NJ Diet's program starts with bioenergetically personalized supplements that are based on your hair, saliva, and blood work. It's all about the science. Then NJ Diet uses DNA testing to create your ideal diet plan and workout regimen to help you keep the weight off and stay healthy for the rest of your life. You don't want to do it alone. NJ Diet's with you every step of the way to make sure you're burning fat and not just losing water. You'll also get the doctor's personal email and phone number. NJ Diet is all natural. There are no shots and no hormones and no surgery. Located close by in Princeton, Cherry Hill, or from home with live online video consultations. Visit njdiet.com. That's right, 855-5NJ-DIET on the phone, 855-5NJ-DIET, or njdiet.com and lose the weight for good.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Draft Day. This Fanatic Sports Update is brought to you by LifeLock Identity Theft Protection. 30% of ID theft victims suffered multiple types of identity theft. Get LifeLock. Save up to 25% off your first year at LifeLock.com. Promo code RISK. It's the day of the NFL Draft. Reports state the Eagles have been working the phones to move up to jump ahead of the Cowboys for one of the top corners. Eagles pick at 12. Cowboys have number 10. Tim McManus checks in with Mike today at 4. Day after getting hit in the face by a pitch. Bryce Harper not in the lineup tonight. D.D. Gregorius, who was also hit by a pitch in the same inning, not in the lineup either against the Cardinals tonight, though Aaron Nola's on the mound. Flyers' Carter Hart will miss the remainder of the regular season with an MCL sprain in his left knee. The team faces the Devils again tonight. Hear that game on the Fanatic at 7. Sixers beat the Hawks last night, 127-83 to clinch a playoff spot. They'll play the Hawks again tomorrow. Stick with the Fanatic all day long for breaking news and updates. I'm Natalie Eganoff for 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the NFL Draft All-Star Spectacular on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Presented by Bradford White, professionally installed and built to be the best.
Hi, it's John Kincaid for the home team. It's my guys, the Parx Casino Sportsbook app. Do you know they're the official sportsbook partner of the Fanatic Philly sports fan? They're easy to use, they're safe, they're reliable, and no one does a better job with live in-game play-by-play betting. And it's backed by the #1 casino in all of PA. It also happens to be right here in the Delaware Valley. My Parx Casino Sportsbook app has an incredible offer, though, for you right now. New customers, sign up. Get your first bet risk-free up to $500. Bet it all. Pro hoops, baseball, hockey, golf, and more. And if you like fantasy sports, you're going to love the Parx Sportsbook app, and you get to make futures bets, player prop bets, game prop bets. Just do it now. New customers get your first bet risk-free up to $500. Get the home field advantage. Download the app or go to parxcasino.com/PA and use promo code FANATIC. It's a great deal, so do it now. You got to be 21 and in Pennsylvania. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Bet with the home team. My team, the Parx Casino Sportsbook app.
You've been lied to. Lied to by corrupt Washington politicians and the Wall Street propaganda machine. Hi, I'm Inc. magazine best-selling author Brett Kitchen, and I want to give you a free copy of my brand new book, Wealth Beyond Wall Street, because we all know another market crash could be right around the corner. After losing 35% in my IRA in the crash years ago, I said enough, and since then I discovered a way to grow money potentially double digits, reduce taxes dramatically, and also have my money protected when the next stock market crash hits. When the next market crash hits, you lose nothing. Call Wealth Beyond Wall Street now to get your free copy and talk with a specialist to discover this little-known strategy to get potential double-digit growth during good years and never lose when the next stock market crash hits, all while building a tax-advantaged retirement. Call 800-605-9191 to discover this asset that people like Walt Disney and JCPenney use to grow wealthy. Plus, get one of just 97 free books left. We even cover shipping and handling, no credit card required. Call 1-800-605-9191. 1-800-605-9191. That's 1-800-605-9191.
The IRS doesn't mess around. If they want your money, they'll take it. They can take your paycheck and bank accounts too, even threaten your home or business. Don't take on the IRS alone. If you owe back taxes, the smartest thing you can do is call Optima Tax Relief. The experts at Optima specialize in a powerful IRS tax assistance program called the Fresh Start Initiative. And their clients that qualify are saving thousands, even tens of thousands. One call starts the process to stop the demand letters, stop aggressive collection actions, and stop the IRS from targeting you. But don't delay. It's important to act now while you still have options. Optima is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Optima has already resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. Get your life back. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, call Optima now for your free consultation.
Call 800-714-8422. 800-714-8422. 800-714-8422.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Guys, want to win a Lamborghini date night? Check this out. Dr. Abidon Appel and the team at Iron Mountain Men's Health are giving away an awesome prize package valued at $2,000. Upgrade your game and wow your date with a night out in a Lamborghini from Imagine Lifestyles, a $100 gift card to dinner at Jasper's Backyard, and a Visa gift card to get her flowers. There are only a few days left to qualify, so enter to win the Lamborghini date night from Iron Mountain Men's Health today. Find it on the contest page at 97.5thefanatic.com.
Luke Bryan, proud to be right here tour. Sunday, August 8th, BB&T Pavilion. Yeah, that's my kind of ACM's Entertainer of the Year, Luke Bryan live. With special guests, Dylan Scott, Kaylee Hammock, and DJ Rock. Pre-sale for City Card members now through Thursday at 10 p.m. before the general public on sale Friday at 10 a.m. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com.
I'm Dr. Andrea Russo, a cardiologist. Maybe you're waiting to talk to your doctor right now. But if you're having an irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness, don't wait. This could be a serious condition like atrial fibrillation, which can make you about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. If you're having these symptoms, don't wait. Talk to a doctor by phone, online, or in person.
Brought to you by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Welcome back to the quickest podcast ever, brought to you by Kohl's. Today's topic, Mother's Day. Just picking out some gifts at Kohl's. There's a KitchenAid mixer calling my name. Your name? Doing some self-gifting, huh? Nah, that's for my mom. Baking's her love language. Love that. The Fitbit That's for me. Getting it for the self-care and the Kohl's Cash. That's a big deal. So's the 20% off. And free store pickup. I can get it all in less than an hour.
Talk about shopping goals. 20% offer valid April 28th through May 2nd. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
It's easy to get started playing real money slots and table games with Sugar House Online Casino. Just go to playsugarhouse.com on your phone or computer, and you'll have at your fingertips more than 200 slots, table games, progressive jackpots, and more. Plus, right now, new members can get up to $250 in free play when you make your first deposit. Make Sugar House your #1 destination for online gaming. Go to playsugarhouse.com today. Presented by Rivers Casino Philadelphia. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Welcome to the show. Are you ready for a ride? It's the final days of Ford Truck Month. Your last chance to get a great deal on the adventure-ready Ford Ranger, Ford Super Duty, our most capable heavy-duty pickup, and the all-new 2021 Ford F-150. Take the show on the road in the only trucks built Ford tough. But hurry, the final days of Ford Truck Month end soon. Go to buyfordnow.com, then get to your local Ford store today.
Need a part for your car? My Auto Store is one of the largest auto recyclers on the East Coast with over 100,000 used parts in stock, which come with a 6-month warranty. Get your car back in tip-top shape with parts from My Auto Store. Go to myautostore.com and use the promo code FANATIC for 15% off your first order. Or call 215-4MY-PART and mention the word FANATIC. That's myautostore.com and use the promo code FANATIC for 15% off your first order plus free shipping. myautostore.com. Your used auto parts warehouse.
Fox Tonight. Robert Smigel, the guy who created Triumph the Insult comic dog, will bring together the world's biggest stars. Look at this. Huge stars. Did we mention they're all puppets? Is that our first question? It's the premiere of Let's Be Real, a weekly roundup of politics and pop culture, with puppets so famous we can't reveal them.
We're presidents. Laws don't apply to us.
How about to my dog? Let's Be Real premieres tonight at 9:30, 8:30 Central on Fox.
Now, back to more of the NFL Draft All-Star Spectacular on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Presented by Nolan Painting. Great pay and benefits. Apply at nolanpainting.com.
Welcome back. Wow, amazing rumor. Hot off the presses, I want to tell you about. It's the Fanatics All-Star Spectacular. Cuz Radio with Chunis, joined by Il Padrino, Mikey Miss. And don't forget our 12 o'clock sponsor is brought to you by Service First. That's right, Service First Heating and Air Conditioning. Get 0% financing for 72 months for $500 rebate when you purchase a complete heating and cooling service from Service First. Learn more at servicefirsthvac.com. And thank you to Pagano's. Yes, Matt Pagano.
He's the best, isn't he?
Oh, my God. Matt Pagano's. You got to go to Pagano's, Center City. In fact, I love that place. That courtyard. That place is outrageous.
He texted me last night. He goes, "What do you think I should bring?" I go, "Dude, anything that comes off your hands is good.
Tremendous."
I suggest what you could bring. You know your food. It's all outstanding.
I mean, my God.
Yeah, we're gonna see a lot of Matt.
Yeah, well, he's amazing. He's an amazing. Make sure you go to Pagano's. Check him out. He knows how to feed you, and it's a fun time. A bar. I love that place. His joint, Center City's fantastic. What a great spot.
You got the working people.
Yes.
The high-rise executive, young executive types.
Center City,
That's
where
I went after the parade.
That's right. That's where we were.
They hosted us.
Uh-huh.
The parade.
I had plenty of beers. Well, they had the Bud Light, the Dilly Dilly. That was the Dilly Dilly thing.
Right.
So it was on the house.
That's right. There you go.
So I had a lot because,
That's right. Let me just throw this out real quick because it's out on Pro Football Talk, and it's a juicy rumor. The 49ers offered the number 3 pick in the draft to the Green Bay Packers for Aaron Rodgers. Now, you got a quarterback in his upper 30s. I think he's 37. I'll go. We'll check. I think it's great because you got him for another 3-4 years if you're San Francisco, at least at a decent plan, and assuming he doesn't fall off the cliff. And if you're the Niners, if you're Green Bay, there's been a lot of acrimony with Rodgers, and you get the number 3 pick, Mike.
It's wild. I guess the 49ers think they can win in the next couple of years. They get that guy.
Yeah, defense is fantastic.
Yeah,
ready to win now.
I guess it's worth it to them. It'd be interesting to see, what the Packers would do at 3. I guess they would take the young quarterback.
Well, you would get. Here's the thing: you're going to get Garoppolo and the number 3 pick. So what you could do,
right? It's for Garoppolo.
Well, no, it's really for the number 3 pick because you don't think Jimmy G's a player, right? So what you do if you're Green Bay is you got Jordan Love, who you said you drafted last year, right? So you use Garoppolo, you let Love sit and see if you have anything there, and you could trade the number 3 pick to somebody who wants a quarterback and get 2 other. You can flip that thing for some good value.
It's interesting. I got to ask you this. This is more of a philosophical question about the draft. Why do you think the NFL draft has just taken over sports in America? What is it about? We have been talking about this draft. The mock drafts have been coming out every week for the last 4 weeks. It is a highly anticipated event. Everybody can't wait for it. What is it about it that connects with us so much?
Well, football. We are a football-centric country. We love in the same vein that Europe loves soccer, we love football, right? That's our sports holiday. That's our number 1 sport. And I think the draft is simply a reason to talk football in April. Going into May. You have end of April. We're all jonesing for it. The Super Bowl now is a couple months past us. We're jonesing for football. We all follow the team. These fan bases are humongous, right? Like these Raider fans, like they're like legions of people. And so I think it's an excuse to talk football. Because what's funny? A lot of these draft people, at least the fans, they're not even big college football people.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, they're all invested in the draft, though. They're all invested in this guy's good, this guy isn't good. So, why is it that instead, you never see it in any other sports? I know the NBA is only two rounds. And hockey and baseball, you can't even tell. But there's something about this football draft that people are consumed by.
Yeah, but I think it's the fact that we miss it. And it's, let's face it. It's the ultimate, beauty contest, right? It's sports version of Miss America.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That works, right? In whatever form it is. Reality, like we talk about reality television, right?
Yeah.
They're all forming the same thing.
Yes.
And the NFL draft is reality television at its best. We all have a rooting interest because we all have our own team. And we all think, even those people that don't follow college football, that's what I was referring to, have an opinion, right? And why is that? Because now they scramble and let me find out this guy and watch whatever it's on highlights online. Because you want an opinion. Why? Because it's the greatest reality thing going. And it taps into what we like.
And it's presented very well.
It is.
It's just presented well. There's a story behind every guy.
Yeah.
And, it entertains you. It's amazing to me.
Do you think there's more excitement because of last year's? Remember, last year's was kind of weird. It's the virtual draft.
But it did well last year.
No, it did do well, but I almost feel like because there's more fanfare, there's going to be people there, or people are actually traveling to Cleveland now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wonder if that has anything to do with at least for this year's draft.
Maybe. But, that Goodell thing, even in the basement, played.
It did. It's amazing.
Ridiculous.
It really is amazing. Do you like any reality shows? And when I say reality, I don't mean the schlocky stuff. I just mean nonfiction television.
Oh, I love nonfiction television, like documentary type shows.
Say I like Top Chef. All right, so there's competition shows.
Yeah, I don't like the chef show, like the Iron Chef shows. They're too ponderous for me. Like, there's not enough. I'll watch Chopped every now and then.
Chops that's a
but then
fine show.
I even got tired of that.
Well, Chops is a perfect show, though. Like, it eats up 25 minutes. Like,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, but
Let's
see,
see
what's
what they
interesting
have,
to you?
a
because
lemon.
It is a perfect show.
A piece of chocolate.
It eats up time, which is why it's
Fish
interesting
roll.
about you is that I watched one show because it exactly has that formula. It's a drama show, Law and Order, but you hate Law and Order. You're out with Law and Order. It's so perfectly packaged that it's just like it just flows smoothly. That I don't watch SVU because they got too schlocky. Like, I don't know anything about the personal lives of anybody in Law and Order, and I don't care to know.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. Now, I will tell you, it is brilliant. I mean, listen, for a show,
It's formulaic, whatever.
Formulaic.
Yeah, and I like because it just eats up an hour of your attention in different blocks.
Yes, you're right, and that's the brilliance of it. And that's why that's one of the reasons it's so successful. But as a wannabe, filmmaker, television creator, as you know, I've been at this for a long time. And I send you all my stuff. I don't like format. I don't like being boxed. Like, if it's drama, see, this is where I'm shocked by you because you and I see it the same way.
Except for Law and Order, though. I see it the same way mostly all the time. Except the Law and Order thing is confusing to me. Like I was making this comparison the other day because this new show came up with that guy Christopher Maloney, right? And the whole thing is about his relationship with the Mariska Hargitay, and it's schlock. It went into soap opera schlock. That's why I like Law and Order. It gives me what I want that particular hour, and I'm out. Like I don't care about who Jack McCoy's ex-wife was or what DA. Like that's they pulled that away from me, and I'm fine with that.
But that I also don't like. I don't like one-off shows. Like Law and Order is a one-off show. It's not a serial. It's not a story. What I love is story. Why I like television now is that it's like a novel. It's chapter television. So every episode is a chapter.
Yeah, I love that too, as you know. I'm a big series guy that way too, a drama series guy. But I find like when I come home and I got an hour to just have background noise on, that's the show that does it. Boom, I'm in, I'm out. I love the fact that I don't have to invest my emotional thought in anything else but the issue of the crime, the police, the investigation, and the law part of it.
Well, you also have an affinity for the law part. I mean,
yes.
Law fascinates you.
Yes.
That's a big deal.
Yes.
That's also part of it. Tunis, are we doing the Big Eagle giveaway right now?
Damn right we are.
Oh, my God. This thing's outrageous. This is an Eagles Miller Lite prize pack. Now, look at this flag, cuz. This Eagle flag. We're going to show our YouTube audience.
You hang that. That look good at like a shore house. Like
yours.
With
nice.
with the
I'm
flag.
going to steal it for you. Nice.
Yeah.
So this thing's dynamite. It's a great man cave item. We got the cups, like the Miller Lite cups. It's a nice cup for the beer. Yeah, Miller Lite and Eagle on the back. Tastes great. Let's Philly. Like that. Boom, boom. And you got the cup and the T-shirts. All right, it's an entire Eagles Miller Lite prize pack right now. We'll call it, Mikey.
4.
Tunis, play it. 4. There we go.
There you go.
4.
A little delayed there.
215-263-0975. 215-263-0975. That's how you win the Eagles Miller Lite prize pack. By the way, I got to give a yo to Mr. Tony.
Mr. Tony is listening?
Mr. Tony is listening.
In a long time. But on the other side, I'll tell the cuz as Mr. Tony story.
We got it right now. There's no way.
We don't have a break?
No.
Okay.
We're
All right.
51.
So, since you brought up Mr. Tony, Andrew, I don't know if you've heard the story. But and you probably don't even know the backdrop of this story. But I had this famous cousin who His name is Dick Contino. He's since passed away. He was the world's greatest accordion player.
Oh, is that right?
And in the 50s, he was like the Elvis of the accordion. He was a sexy-looking dude, a handsome Italian man when the accordion was big, and he was on Ed Sullivan, I think, set a record.
Oh, this wasn't just for family gatherings. This is
no. This guy's a big-time national guy.
Yeah, like when he would play, he'd have his guns out, like he cut.
But if you Google Dick Contino at Sullivan, you'll see the live episodes. That he was on.
Well, the girls love him. Ladies throw panties at him.
Very famous guy. He was Elvis for Elvis. He used to swing his hips, wear a tuxedo, the whole bit. So he played. He had a career that he was in his 70s when there was this place in Delaware called Three Little Bakers. Wow. And through family connectivity, Dick Contino's coming east. You get a chance to see him again, blah, blah, blah. He's going to play the Three Little Bakers. So I go, this is perfect. So I arranged for a party at 10 to go to. I get in touch with him. We have a party at 10 to make sure we get nice tables, whatever. And Anthony's on, his cousin Joey, their wives, the whole bit. We had a big party. My family, his family. All right, so we get to Three Little Bakers, and we sit there, and it's like the scene, the Copa scene in Goodfellas, where Henry Hill walked in, and they put the table in the front, and they're taking care of. Hi, Henry. What can I do for you? It's one of those deals, right? So Anthony with his crew is at one table, my crew at the other table. All of a sudden, the maitre d' comes over and goes, "It's a bottle of Dom." And he goes, that's from Mr. Tony. Which that's the exact scene in Goodfellas.
That's awesome.
I should have opened a bottle of champagne. I should tell him it's from Mr. Tony.
From Mr. Tony over here. I took over to.
That's great.
How about who was there?
Dallas Green was there.
How about
Dallas Green? He lived in Wilmington. Was a fan of Dick Contino's. And
Sylvia's wife, Sylvia.
Dick Contino's 75 now. He married a girl who was in her 30s. And she's there, and she's like in charge of the CDs and stuff like that. And so he comes out, and he's got a tuxedo with no white shirt. So it's just the
hair, the chest.
It's the vest, and it's the tuxedo coat, and the pants.
I mean, he's doing this in the 70s.
He was 75, but he was a muscle guy.
Awesome.
He was pumped up. He was like muscular, and all that kind of stuff.
Dude.
So he takes off.
Dude, he's got the guns going.
He's knocking me out for sure.
He takes off the shirt. He's playing the accordion. The guns are pumped up, and the ladies, the older ladies, are swooning for the guy. They're like throwing like little flowers up there, panties.
They were. I'm telling you, it was unbelievable. Seen like no other. It was outrageous.
It was classic.
Three Little Bakers.
I used to tell my college friends that I had this famous cousin. They go, who? Dick Contino. Who's that? We don't. Yeah, sure, make it up. So we were watching Happy Days one day, and Happy Days is on, and the actor Ronnie Shell. Right? He was an old character actor. He's in Happy Days. He's playing an agent.
Wait a second, Dick Contino is in Happy Days?
No, wait, no, not yet. Like that, my roommates think I'm full of crap that I have this famous cousin named Dick Contino.
Right, I'm here to
so we're watching Happy Days in the living room.
Yeah.
And this Ronnie Shell character is an agent, a talent agent.
Okay.
And he goes, I handle all the big stars. Al Martino, blah, 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 Dick Contino. And then my roommates look at me like, what? I thought you think I was lying to you.
Oh, my God. That's the greatest.
Yes.
My God.
That's my famous cousin.
That's fantastic. I didn't even know the Happy Days shout out.
Happy Days. He got a shout out on Happy Days, and my roommates their eyes popped out.
Oh, that's fabulous. That's awesome. Absolutely fabulous. Hey, by the way, thanks to our friends at Miller Lite, the proud sponsor of the Philadelphia Eagles, for that great prize pack. All right, quickly.
Yes.
Phillies win 08. You and I watching the World Series together, right? During the rain.
Yep.
Every night, convening
in that press area, that upper level press area. Yeah, the upper level. I
go, Mikey, let's get a seat. I got a seat. Come over. I got a seat for you. and we come and hang out.
You were a newspaper man at the time, right?
Okay.
No, yeah, you were.
Were you here? No, we were together.
I had just come back in 2008. That was the first year I came back from New York.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, he's back from Sicily.
Yeah. Michael came back.
He's been back for a year, Kay. You know.
Yeah. Bad news from America. Your brother Santino, morte.
That's right. You had gone to New York, and then we were back.
First year I was back.
Yeah, and then we were watching the Phillies, which was like incredible, like this whole moment.
Yeah,
and if that would probably stick out as your favorite, right? Phillies. I'm just going last 20 years, each of the 4 teams.
Well, like the Eagle thing is never be top.
Separated by the 4 teams. So,
okay.
Of the Phillies moments. That moment, obviously, right? Like those, that run.
Yeah, but see, I also had that 93 run with them.
Well, you were inside with that squad.
Yeah, I was inside because I had just started Sports Talk Radio. So I was down there a lot, and I got to know a lot of those guys. And I was like, the real story of those guys, like, I've never seen the difference on how they really were and what their perception was. Right? But it was hysterical. And, Chip Fregosi I dealt with back in those days. 2008 was much kinder.
Yeah, how did he view, because he was an irascible guy.
Oh, he was miserable. He was a miserable guy. He was miserable. He was one of those guys that was miserable against anybody outside his circle. Rolly Massimino was a lot like that. But anybody who was outside his baseball circle, he looked down his nose at.
Like you who knew the game, played the game at a high level. I mean.
Yeah, but it didn't matter to him. If you weren't a major league player, you didn't know anything.
Right.
He's one of those guys.
Right.
Hey, you've dealt with those guys.
Of course.
Bobby Valentine was kind of the same way, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was like this manipulator. It's funny because he was a guy, the same kind of thing, where he thought I should I should be his guy.
Yeah.
And he could just spew lies.
Yeah.
Like I know, like you want, we're going after Bonds. You got to write that. I go, you guys aren't going to. I know you guys aren't going to, but you don't have the money for Bonds.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but you need to put pressure on him. You need to write that a source told you. I go, dude, I can't do that. I go, it's not true. Like, you can't write something that's not true.
Yeah.
And then that was started because I was friendly with never mind.
Well,
the fights and all this other stuff.
Every question to Fregosi was a bad question. He was one of those guys. Like, didn't matter.
Well, who was your top 3? If I just give you your villainous, because I got like 30 seconds, and I want to the guys that you despised. Rolly.
It was Rolly Fregosi. They get a 1-2.
You have to fill it out for 5.
I know. I don't know if I can get anybody like really stands out beyond.
Any
beyond
Eagle
those
guys?
No, the Eagles were pretty good. Hockey was always pretty good. Like, it never had any problems in hockey or Eagles way.
Yeah.
I had a tip with Ruben Amaro when he was the GM.
You did?
Yeah.
I don't remember the Rube tiff.
Yeah, we were yelling at each other on the field. Yeah, on the field.
Really?
Yeah, it was over Cliff Lee.
I mean,
they traded Cliff Lee to Seattle.
Yes,
and we had Cliff Lee on.
Right.
Cliff Lee said that the Phillies lied to him the day before. They said they weren't trading him, and then the next day they called him. They said he was traded. So Ruben starts attacking. I get on the field the next day, and he starts yelling and screaming at me. I go, what are you talking about? He goes, you call me a liar. You can call me anything. You can call me a bad GM. Don't call me a liar. I go, I didn't call you a liar. He goes, yes, you did. On the air about my pit. I go, did you hear the show? He goes, no. I go, your own player called you a liar, not me. So apologize right now. I said, we're going at each other on the field. That was about it.
How many times
he was a good guy,
Yeah.
But,
I like Rube.
Yeah.
It's a shame because there's always that. They hear things. They go, dude, did you listen? Actually listen?
Yeah.
Well, no. Well, then you don't know the context. And you know what happened.
See, he was getting criticized, and he had the red ass, and he needed to take it out on somebody. So he took it out on me.
All right. Give me your lineup that's coming up on the show.
All right. Here's the deal. The Mike Misnelli Show. coming up at 2:20. Bob and Andrew, the Beers with Bob guys, right out of the chute. Then you're spending an hour. Well, so we'll talk. Let's talk some movies in that hour from 3 to 4. Devon Givens comes in, and we'll talk some NFL draft. Devon doing fine work on the pregame show, and we'll have a guest on. We'll have Tim McManus on while Devon is on.
Action.
Yes,
Nice.
and Kincaid from 4:30 to 5:20. Now we had a little spar session this morning, so we'll continue a little bit.
I love it. I love it. John's coming up next. Keep it right here. Everybody, it's All-Star Day on The Fanatic. So much fun. It really is. It's a blast. 97.5thefanatic.com. Let's talk all about LaBruciano.
Anthony!
That's my man, Anthony. That's right. The whole team at LaBruciano Roofing. How about this? Anthony was named Contractor of the Year. Now, that's like an Oscar, getting Contractor of the Year, man. That's a big deal. That's right. It's a prestigious honor like no other because there's no other roofing expert that I know that I trust throughout the Delaware Valley. LaBruciano Roofing. Call him LaBruciano, the only roofing expert in the area you need to know. He is a certified, certainteed 5-star select shingle master. You know what that means? For you, it means best warranty to business, 50 years from the manufacturer, 25 years of the expert workmanship. And it means this. Andy's going to come in, get things moving right away. Call him, schedule an in-person on-site estimate. LaBruciano Roofing experts will take the time to explain all of your options. It's going to give you peace of mind, man, that you deserve as a hard-working homeowner. The only roofing expert that I recommend is LaBruciano Roofing. Call them, 610-265-ROOF. That's right, the roof's on fire. You call 610-265-ROOF. Or go to PARoofPros.com. That's PARoofPros.com.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Draft Day, this Fanatic Sports Update is brought to you by Walmart. Save time by ordering groceries and more from Walmart using fast delivery or free pickup. Use code WOWFRESH for $10 off your first order. $50 minimum delivery fees and restrictions apply. The NFL Draft reports state the Eagles have been working the phones to move up to jump ahead of the Cowboys for one of the top corners. Eagles pick at 12. Cowboys have number 10. Tim McManus joins Mike today at 4. A day after getting hit in the face by a pitch, Bryce Harper not in the Phillies lineup tonight against the Cardinals. Didi Gregorius also hit by a pitch, also not in the lineup. Phillies beat the Cardinals last night 5-3. Aaron Nola is on the mound tonight for the series finale. Flyers' Carter Hart will miss the remainder of the regular season with an MCL sprain. The team faces the Devils again tonight. Hear that game on the Fanatic at 7. Sixers beat the Hawks last night 127-83 to clinch a playoff spot. They'll play the Hawks again tomorrow. Stick with the Fanatic all day long for breaking news and updates. I'm Natalie Eganoff for 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the NFL Draft All-Star Spectacular on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Presented by Nolan Painting. Great pay and benefits. Apply at nolanpainting.com.
Hi, it's me, the I Hate Steven Singer guy, and you're almost out of time. Mother's Day is here. No worries, I've got the perfect gift for mom. It's my brand new Sunshine Yellow 24 karat gold dip rose. It's a spectacular sunshine yellow color with little sparkles that will brighten your loved one's day. But we want to add some sunshine in everybody's day. So we're using a portion of each rose sold to support local restaurants by purchasing catering for all those incredible frontline workers. You can purchase a Sunshine Yellow Rose. Know you're gifting sunshine to the moms in your life while supporting local restaurants and thanking our frontline workers. If you're looking to celebrate life, say I love you, or honor mom on this Mother's Day, this is the perfect gift. This is the most requested gift by moms everywhere. Go now to IHateStevenSinger.com and still get fast and free shipping in time for Mother's Day. That's IHateStevenSinger.com. IHateStevenSinger.com.
Individual rates, coverage offerings, and savings may vary, subject to terms and conditions not available in all areas. If you run a small business, you know that dealing with workers' comp insurance can be tedious and costly. But Pi Insurance is changing that, and founder John Swigert is here with me to tell us how.
At Pi, we saw that small businesses needed a better way to handle their workers' comp coverage. So we built Pi Insurance from the ground up for them. We make getting workers' comp a no-brainer with simple online shopping. Best of all, we're helping them save up to 30%.
And the reviews say it all.
That's right. Pi Insurance is rated excellent on Trustpilot by our customers. They tell us we're fast, affordable, and easy to work with.
Thanks, John. Bottom line here is that if you run a small business, you can say goodbye to expensive, complicated workers' comp and discover the next generation of small business insurance. Why not see if Pi can save you up to 30%? Ask your agent for Pi or check your rate today at trypi.com. That's TRYPIE.com.
At Barlow Chevrolet in Delran, we deliver. We deliver on price, selection, service, and now we deliver vehicles right to your front door. And this month, we just received massive shipments of the red-hot Chevy Silverado, and for you business owners, the hard-to-find Express cargo van. This year at Barlow, we're celebrating 50 years in business, and now we're making it as convenient as ever. Barlow delivers. Find new roads at Barlow Chevrolet in Delran and at barlowchevrolet.com.
Guys, want to win a Lamborghini date night? Check this out. Dr. Abidon Appel and the team at Iron Mountain Men's Health are giving away an awesome prize package valued at $2,000. Upgrade your game and wow your date with a night out in a Lamborghini from Imagine Lifestyles, a $100 gift card to dinner at Jasper's Backyard, and a Visa gift card to get her flowers. There are only a few days left to qualify, so enter to win the Lamborghini date night from Iron Mountain Men's Health today. Find it on the contest page at 97.5thefanatic.com.
All eyes are on the Philadelphia Eagles as we get closer to the NFL Draft. Who's making it to the pros? Keep it locked to 97.5 The Fanatic for up-to-the-minute info from our pros. John Kincaid, Anthony Gargano, Mike Missinelli, and all of our analysts and guests. Brought to you by Bradford White Water Heaters. Bradford White is here for the pro. All Bradford White products are built to be the best, professionally installed, and America strong. Find a pro near you at BradfordWhite.com.
Well, times have been tough, but you can help make things brighter for yourself and others. Make money and help save lives by donating plasma at CSL Plasma. As a new CSL Plasma donor, you can make up to $825 this month. And your donations can help create therapies to treat people with rare and serious diseases. So give them and yourself a brighter tomorrow. For CSL Plasma locations and info on how you can donate plasma and make up to $825 this month, visit CSLPlasma.com. And when you go, tell them Mike Miss says hello. That's CSL Plasma. Good for you. Great for life.
Goodyear knows the importance of keeping momentum as you head down the stretch. Momentum starts with movement. It's pulled from the air like a contested rebound. Momentum builds with steals and fast breaks, and is proven by deep threes as the shot clock expires. Momentum is how we change the game. And now it's time to discover where it can take us. Goodyear. More driven.
O'Reilly. Don't miss out on Clean Car Month at O'Reilly Auto Parts. If your car could use a spring cleaning, stop by for great deals on everything you need to keep your car looking new. Like Mother's California Gold Wash and Wax, just $4.99 for a 64-ounce bottle. That's a $6 savings. Visit the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts today or O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. Hey, it's Mike Miss here. You know, Philly sports is big business, and we've got you covered every weekday with the Fanatic's Business of Sports Reports, powered by Pico for Business. For information on how your company can save with Pico's incentives, just go to pico.com/more savings.
Running low on eggs and time? Order groceries and more from Walmart. Choose fast delivery or free pickup and let the Walmart team of expert shoppers handpick items for you. Use code WOWFRESH for $10 off your first order, $50 minimum. Delivery fees and restrictions apply.
What's up, guys? It's Andrew. I'm so excited that baseball's back, and there's nothing like watching a game with a cold drink and a little action on FanDuel Sportsbook, and you guys have heard about it. It was a nice night last night. If you've never bet on baseball before, now's the perfect time to give it a shot because FanDuel's letting new users swing for the fences risk-free. You'll get up to $1,000 back in site credit if your first bet doesn't win. And once you have an account, you can get up to $25 back each day in site credit if your same-game parlay bet falls one leg short. So you can combine multiple baseball bets for an even bigger win all season long. FanDuel Sportsbook, in partnership with Valley Forge Casino, is America's #1 sportsbook. The app is simple to use. They've got the best odds, unique bet types, and always on promotions, and when you win, FanDuel will pay you your winnings in as little as 24 hours. A game that I really do like today, the Boston Red Sox traveling to Texas to take on the Rangers. I like Perez. I like the Sox in this game. -120 on the money line. Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app and sign up with the promo code FANATIC to get in on all of the action. That's FanDuel Sportsbook, promo code FANATIC. Must be 21 plus and present in New Jersey or PA. First online real money wager only for a risk-free bet. Refund issued is not withdrawable site credit that expires in 7 days. Restrictions apply. See sportsbook.fanduel.com for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station.
It's 97.5 The Fanatic's NFL Draft All-Star Spectacular. Presented by Bradford White. Professionally installed and built to be the best.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Now, back to more of the NFL Draft All-Star Spectacular on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Presented by Bradford White. Professionally installed and built to be the best.
Welcome back to the All-Star Extravaganza, 97.5 The Fanatic's Draft Day Gala. Having fun talking Eagles draft and mixing and matching and hanging out with all the fellas. Don't forget, one more case of beer this hour. We're giving great stuff away all day long. So make sure you're hanging, and we'll give you some good beer. And joining me, I'm very excited. Joining me this hour because John Kincaid is not only the maestro in the morning, he does such a fantastic job, but he's a Philadelphian through and through who has been displaced for 25 years.
In exile.
Right. And what's cool about it is, like, you and I had a very similar experience kind of growing up. You know, in the sense of, like, your memory, like, we're talking, and I said to you, what was the shore that you went to growing up as
North
a kid?
Wildwood.
Right. And then you went to Wildwood.
The Gaslight and the Lou Ray, which were at 7th and Surf. And then when my mom started to make some cash over at Bryn Mawr College, and my dad was a mailman in Drexel Hill, Pennsylvania, and then delivered the Philadelphia Bulletin in the afternoon. Worked 2 jobs for 27 years. Died at 57, Anthony.
Yeah.
And I think all the time, my uncles, my cousins, and everybody always come up, and as my career would go on and go, my dad died when I was 16.
Yeah.
And Christmas Eve, too. Terrible. And they go, your dad would be telling every single person in town, you hear my son this morning? Did you hear what they... And he'd be calling me at the end of every show, but to tell me what I got wrong. He'd be telling me all the takes that I had that were incorrect. And I tell you about my brother, who I adore, my brother Tom, who loves this radio station. He was always a Fanatic listener, and he loves you, but his favorite person in radio is Mike Missinelli. And he would constantly say, well, guess what Missinelli was talking about today? Literally, all the time I'm in Atlanta, if I ever needed an update on anything Philly, my brother could tell me what Missinelli was talking about. Oh, what Mike's talking about. Here's what Mike thinks. And so it's a joy to be home. It's a joy to be home.
Yeah, I can really relate to that and respect that, because when I was in newspapers, not nearly as long as you, but I was in Chicago, New York. And
sure.
When you come home, there is that feeling of, wow, man, thank God I'm home, man. Listen, it was great. It was a lot of fun being elsewhere. But where you want to unpack, you want to be at home.
But 25 years, Ant.
Yeah.
I mean, it was 25 years of my life. And the thing is, I met my wife there. I survived cancer there. I met my wife there. I have a daughter there. And they're still there. And I was home last weekend. And my wife looks at me on Sunday morning. We're out and about. And she says to me, you don't miss this place at all, do you? I said, I'm just being honest. I miss you guys. And I love my friends. I made friends that I'm going to be friends with for the rest of my life there. But I've been home for 4 months, and it feels like I've been home for 4 years.
Yeah.
I'm seeing friends from high school, friends from college. I'm getting to know my little cousins, who I've only known to see it like twice a year.
Right.
We have a huge family. And my family has converged on me, I think at my mom's, at my wife's request and my daughter's request. My mom died in October, and she didn't get to see all this happen. It was always about, oh, when are you going to come home? When are you going to come home? My mom died in October. And it's so cool to be home, because my wife and daughter are like, okay, you got to take care of John until I get home. And it's so cool to, like, I've now gotten to know all my younger cousins, and I'm hanging out with them and going out with them. And it's just, it's a joyous feeling to be home.
Yeah. And
you and I have been friends for over 20 years.
I know. I mean, it's amazing. And I think about it, and it's funny because, you know, doing this particular job, and it's different than print. Like in print, you're more of a journalist,
You're
right?
professional.
Like, Right.
More professional. By the words professional.
Yeah.
There are standards.
Yes.
Of
And,
doing that job.
You know, the concept of fanboys, which you talk about,
Yes.
right? And like, you didn't do that. Like, there was no. But doing this is a little bit more fun. There's a little more latitude. It's supposed to be connecting. It's a warmer medium.
Well, there's no standard to it. And as I say many times, and I say it to my listeners, you are, and I'll give you the pat in the back because I always say it, is that you are one of there is a character like you in random cities around the country, someone who connects on an entirely different level than anyone else does. I couldn't do your show. I don't have your connection with your listeners, and I listen every single day. And I would listen sometimes in Atlanta if something was going on in Philly sports that affected this, or I was interested in, and then I'd end up texting you or checking in with you or whatever. And you connect on an entirely different level. Mikey connects on an entirely different level. Mike, the way Mike goes about his business is completely different than you do, and I do. We run our shows completely different. And I've said it before, and I mean it, is that. I'm very honored to be on both of your teams.
Well,
because it was great to be able to come home and go, oh wait, I get to be on a team with Anthony Gargano and Mike Missinelli. I feel pretty good about 2 and 3 in the lineup. You know, as the batting order goes, I said I feel pretty good. I'm going to get some protection in the lineup. They're not going to want to pitch around me because they're going to try to get to you. So it felt good to be a part of this team.
That's awesome. I got to tell you, first of all, we're thrilled to have you, and I was thinking about you because you, one morning, as I listen, and I all the time, and we talk about that all the time, but I was listening to you talk, and what's it like to finally be able to talk about the teams that were your boyhood teams? See, this is the whole thing. I don't think, like, I do a national show for Fox during the week, right?
You know what it's like.
And you go, and it's completely benign, and it's this, you're a sports fan, talk about it, whatever. But it's so different when you get to talk about the teams. Like, listen, I can rail on the Eagles from now until doomsday. I love the Eagles, right? Like,
you do.
Like, that's they're in my soul. Like,
yes.
That's for Sixers, my God, right? All of them. What's it like for you having done this in Atlanta where, you probably didn't have any connection other than you probably hated the Braves because they were a rival.
I had to make the connection.
Right.
And what I had to make the connection, I had to decide at an early going in the business, as far as down there, I had to make the connection and realize a guy, Larry Munson, remember the name Larry Munson? Larry Munson used to be the legendary voice of the Georgia Bulldogs.
Yeah.
He heard me do my first bits of shifts there working on part-time when I was still in the business world down there. And he said to me, can I take you to lunch? And Larry Munson took me to lunch. I said, can I tell you something, John? He goes, you're never going to be one of them. So stop trying to be.
Wow.
And Larry's a Hall of Fame broadcaster, now dead, God rest his soul. And he said to me, he goes, you're never going to be one of them. Stop trying to be. Just be you. And he says, and eventually they will grow to love you if you're good. And I took his advice to heart. And we started a radio show, and we did it for 20 years.
Yeah.
And it did. And I was working with a legend in Buck Bellew. I was working with a Georgia legend, the guy who brought them their only national championship as a quarterback with Herschel Walker.
Yeah.
And so Buck was the golden boy of the state, and he still is. And I was the loudmouth Yankee. And I never tried to be one of them. And by the time I exited, I was part of the family. Now I'm the crazy cousin.
Right. From up
I'm
north.
always the outsider. Believe me, when the 28-3 happened, and then the next year the Eagles won the Super Bowl, Atlanta went into double mourning. Because not only did they not win the Super Bowl, but they had to see me go through the joy of winning the Super Bowl with Anthony. Changed my life. It changed my sports life. It February 4th, 2018, forever changed my life. It was the most glorious moment of a sports fandom. And to be here every day and to be able to okay, tonight I'm going to watch the Phillies. I'm going to watch Phillies this afternoon. I'm going to talk about the Sixers game tomorrow night.
I mean,
it makes the job.
It's like
Anthony, the job
Eagles
got
draft.
Anthony, the job got. I got to tell you, the job has gotten 50%, 40% easier.
Yeah,
because I'm joyous about. I'm not pushing myself like, oh gosh, I got to study the Hawks, or I got to study, and over the years you develop the relationships. Like the Braves organization, I have utmost respect for the Braves and the players in it, the organization members in it and everything. But it was hard because it would literally go like Alex Anthopoulos, one of the brightest GMs in the game. He'd go, show him the effing phone case, like the people. Chipper Jones, you're a moron. Stupid phone case. My phone case.
I love it.
And I never didn't have an
Phillies,
Eagles phone case. No, my Eagles phone case changes to my Phillies, and my daughter makes one for me every year.
That's awesome.
And it was like, but I never hid it. It was, this is who I am, accept it. But they found out that I was fair. That I wasn't there to bash the Braves.
Right.
And guess what? And when the Braves are better than the Phillies, which they usually were, I told the audience that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, that's sort of how it went.
Yeah, and I think, the fact that you're back here, and you talked about it being a labor of love, and it is, back in the bosom. Like, this I talk about the soil all the time. Because the soil connects us. If you're from the soil, and I include
sure.
the entire Delaware Valley, the swath of
land. You
land.
always start your show with the Delaware Valley.
I do, because it's important, because it needs to be inclusive. Because we in the Delaware Valley have a tendency to go everywhere from neighborhood or town to parish, right? Like, we're constantly...
St. Anastasia, Delco,
right.
O'Hara,
right.
Temple.
Right.
I mean, everything is about a territory.
Right.
And Broomall.
Right. And it's funny because that is a problem. It's great to be prideful, and I do the same thing. But in doing what we do, you want to be more inclusive than exclusive and go,
absolutely.
Hey, it's just from whatever, St. Monica's Parish, and that's it. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. Like,
those kids are bad.
Like, this is why the Delaware Valley and the soil, Philadelphians, which includes South Jersey and Delaware, it means something.
Yeah, I mean, you point to that. Tonight I'm going to watch the draft because I already know the material. I don't have to study it. First of all, college football has been in my now for the last 25 years. College football has been the number one story I've covered was college football. So college football draft and everything, I'm like, oh my God, SEC football is like the back of my hand. So it does that. I'm going out tonight, PJ's in Newtown Square, to my old neck of the woods. I'm going to go watch the draft with my brother, one of my younger cousins, one of my first cousins, and my best friend.
Yeah,
and and I'm watching, and I would normally be worried about, okay, what do I got to do my research? Do I got to do it? I'm bathing in it.
Yeah.
So you don't have to do it the same. It's not the same.
No, it's not. I do a little different. Like tonight,
do you want to hunker down?
Like, I'm a geek.
I know you're a geek, but you're a geek in good ways.
So I geek out, and I have a lot of, people that I'm very close with around the league. So we text all draft, all text.
You enjoy that, and that's good. And that's your
because it's like a, listen, I'm a fake football guy, right? I'm a guy who believes that in another plane of existence, I could be a GM or a coach or whatever, but I'm not. So I'm a fake football guy, right? So at least it gets me close to the people I know. And go, hey,
but tonight you'll bathe in it.
Yes,
tonight you will bathe in it.
Yes,
I wanted tonight to be with my family and my best friends. I wanted to be to me it's so cool because I've always been disconnected. I would come home to Philly, come home for a family event, come home for our family reunion party at Roach and O'Brien's up on Lancaster Avenue, and it would be like, okay, I'm home, but now it feels like I'm home. And the only thing it says it'll be complete when the girls get here. When the girls get here, it'll be complete.
When you get your girls here,
then it'll be complete. But for right now, I still feel like it's home.
Yeah,
feel like it's home. Bong Boulevard is they love Tunis and Jamie too on Bong Boulevard. They love Wake and Bake on Sunday morning.
Shout out to Bong Boulevard.
They do. Bob even went over to Bob and Connor and Tyler went over to lunch. We went out to lunch at McCluskey's over there on Bong Boulevard. So they were over there and
That's all
enjoying,
right, man.
They were enjoying it. They said this street has a good vibe. I said,
Maybe
that's
we'll do a remote there one
I said
day,
that's
you
a
know
great.
what I'm
We
saying?
should. Well, we were going to do one on 420.
All right.
We were going to do one on 420. Would have been perfect. But
I say to you, Wildwood, when you were a kid, what was your
Maury's Pier?
Yeah.
And
did your family? All right, so this is what we did.
Sure.
We went to, every night was like Boardwalk, right? Pizza,
Right.
whatever. But-
Zabers one night.
Yes.
Ed Zabers.
Yes.
And guess what? We
Yes.
packed a blazer.
Yes.
I looked like Tuna showing up for my show this morning,
Yes.
which was great. A
That's
blazer.
He
looked great.
His blue blazers from when he was 14 years old.
Going to Zabers? My wife and daughter, by the way, both big fans of the Tunis. They love the Tunis. They think
Everybody loves the Tunis.
Think he's adorable. But we would have to pack a blazer and a white shirt and some slacks, and we went to Zabers, and that was a big deal. The one night you went to Zabers,
dude. I know. We
and
did
the other
same
nights
thing.
we were running. You know, mom and dad are okay. Here's $20. You're on the boardwalk.
Yeah.
Can you imagine at any time sending Moss or Lou Anthony and going, "Here's $20. We'll see you in 2 hours on this bench." Can you imagine doing that? That my parents did it all the time.
No, well, I mean,
all the time. But they were like,
you and I were just talking about this, about the concept of, kids now growing up. Now I don't know, dude.
I could never send Olivia off. Here's 20, but you're like 10 years old. Okay, honey, here's $20.
Why?
Because
I was.
Yeah, but really today
Yeah.
you would. I don't think one day when you have especially if you have a little girl,
all right.
are you going to send a 10-year-old?
No, I'm just thinking because I'm not. Listen, I'm 17 years removed from 10. Well,
Right.
When I was 10, my parents say, "Here you go."
Screw you, by the way.
Yeah,
that age.
What do you mean? They let you go?
Yeah,
Where were you
I
running?
Well, when I was Ocean City, so it wasn't Wildwood.
Little
I guess
different.
a little bit different.
Little
But yeah, I
different.
mean, I would go
Ocean City a little bit more benign than Wildwood.
Yeah, no, it is.
Much
I
more
guess
benign.
that might be it then.
I like the T-shirt in Ocean City that I had to get from my producer down in Atlanta. It was the best. I'm not saying I'm blank, but $20 is $20. I had to get you don't see that in Ocean City. That T-shirts.
No.
That T-shirts. They're a little bit different.
Yeah.
Life
It's
at the
funny.
Ring.
Yeah, I don't think I could send Mossy Anthony.
Come back and see me in 2 hours.
I mean,
no, you couldn't.
No, I'm thinking about it now because, I took him to the boardwalk last year.
Yeah, you're in a
And
distance. You can be at a distance.
Right, but I'm still Hawkeye.
Eyeballs.
I'm Hawkeye. All right,
Eyeballs.
We're going to come back. We still got another segment with Johnny. Loving it. We're going to give away some beer as well, and we'll hone in on the draft. We'll get our picks all straight ahead. It's the 97.5 The Fanatic All-Star Draft Day Extravaganza right here on 97.5 The Fanatic. Let's talk about Parks Casino, Street Road, Ben Salem, the sports book. What a place. That thing is gorgeous. You walk in there, it feels like if you're the sports geek, the NASA.
It is Vegas Strip quality.
Yeah, it's like
it
more
really
like
is. It's
NASA
Vegas
Space
Strip
Station,
quality.
man. I love it, man. It is the best. You go on Saturday mornings, Parks?
Go over once a month on Saturday morning.
That's fantastic. Well, guess what? You can bring home that incredible sports book right to your own home, and you'll have all access to all the props and the in-game betting and all the money lines and spreads and quarters and halftime and innings. You name it. They got it at Parks Casino. You can bet parlays and teasers. They have everything, and it's so much fun. Check it out. In fact, if you go to parkscasino.com/PA and you use the promo code FANATIC, you will get a risk-free bet up to $500. Now, the website's got all the details. Just remember, it's the 4for4 hometown sportsbook of choice that you go to parkscasino.com, use the code FANATIC. You got to be 21. You got to be in Pennsylvania. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Fanatic Sports Update.
What will the Eagles do? This Fanatic Sports Update is brought to you by LifeLock Identity Theft Protection. 30% of ID theft victims suffered multiple types of identity theft. Get LifeLock. Save up to 25% off your first year at LifeLock.com. Promo code RISK. It's the day of the NFL draft. Reports state the Eagles have been working on the phones to move up to jump ahead of the Cowboys for one of the top corners. Eagles pick at 12. Cowboys have number 10. Tim McManus joins Mike today at 4. A day after getting hit in the face by a pitch. Bryce Harper not in the Phillies lineup for the game against the Cardinals today. Didi Gregorius was also hit by a pitch. He's not in the lineup either. Phillies beat the Cardinals last night 5-3. Aaron Nola's on the mound for the series finale. Flyers' Carter Hart will miss the remainder of the regular season with an MCL sprain in his left knee. The team faces the Devils again tonight. Hear that game on the Fanatic at 7. Sixers beat the Hawks last night 127-83 to clinch a playoff spot. They'll play the Hawks again tomorrow. Stick with the Fanatic all day long for breaking news and updates. I'm Natalie Eggenoff for 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the NFL Draft All-Star Spectacular on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Presented by Bradford White, professionally installed and built to be the best.
Hi, it's me, the I Hate Steven Singer guy, and you're almost out of time. Mother's Day is here. No worries, I've got the perfect gift for mom. It's my brand new Sunshine Yellow 24-karat gold dip rose. It's a spectacular sunshine yellow color with little sparkles that will brighten your loved one's day. But we want to add some sunshine in everybody's day. So we're using a portion of each rose sold to support local restaurants by purchasing catering for all those incredible frontline workers. You can purchase a Sunshine Yellow Rose. Know you're gifting sunshine to the moms in your life while supporting local restaurants and thanking our frontline workers. If you're looking to celebrate life, say I love you, or honor mom on this Mother's Day, this is the perfect gift. This is the most requested gift by moms everywhere. Go now to IHateStevenSinger.com and still get fast and free shipping in time for Mother's Day. That's IHateStevenSinger.com. IHateStevenSinger.com.
Are you one of the millions of homeowners who haven't refinanced yet? If so, I'm here to tell you it's not too late. Hi, I'm Wesley Hogan with Westland Financial. Although the lowest rates may be in our rearview mirror, as the economy recovers from the biggest economic shock of our lifetime, rates still remain near historic lows. In fact, with the dramatic increase in home values, this may be the perfect time to put that new home equity to work. Take advantage of our cash out refi program and pay off high rate credit cards, car loans, or other high interest rate debt. Or finally make those home improvements you put on hold for so long. Best of all, we can do this with no closing costs. That's right. Whether it's a conventional, FHA, or VA loan, we'll pay for your title, settlement, lender, and recording fees. So call Westland at 888-455-3669. That's 888-455-3669. It's the biggest no-brainer in the history of mankind. 888-455-3669.
Westland Financial Corp is licensed by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania Department of Banking. NMLS number 3304. Not all loans apply. Equal housing lender.
Imagine feeling the freedom of 20/20 vision without the hassle of foggy glasses and contacts. Well, thanks to the LASIK Vision Institute, that freedom could be yours. If you want LASIK, then the LASIK Vision Institute has officially taken away everything standing in your way. At the LASIK Vision Institute, we're now offering $1,000 off our Wavelight laser if you're treated in May. That's $500 off per eye. Go to LASIK.com to see this offer and see if LASIK is right for you. Plus, LASIK has never been more convenient. The procedure typically only takes 15 minutes, and most patients can get back to work the next day. The LASIK Vision Institute offers the latest FDA-approved LASIK technology, and our expert medical teams have performed over 1.3 million procedures. Technology and experience, all more affordable than you might imagine, especially with $1,000 off, $500 off per eye. Go to LASIK.com today to schedule your free consultation and start feeling the freedom of better vision. Must mention this promotion and be treated in May of 2021 to qualify. $1,000 off for both eyes on standard Wavelight price, $500 off for one eye. Cannot be combined with any other offers. See details at LASIK.com.
Texting enrolls you into reoccurring automated text messages. Message and data rates may apply.
Come on, one more rep. You got this. 10. There it is. Nice work, man. You're a beast.
Thanks, man. I feel better than I have in years. And I got to tell you, taking Nugenix makes a huge difference for me.
Nugenix? That's the testosterone booster with TV ads with Frank Thomas. The big hurt, right?
Oh, yeah. The patented key ingredient is Testofen, which helps boost free testosterone levels and increase lean muscle mass.
Well, it's clearly working for you. Hey, are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try for themselves?
Yeah, Nugenix is a great way to increase lean muscle and feel stronger with more energy and endurance.
Man, I need to get a complimentary bottle of Nugenix.
No problem. You just got to send them a text. Text both to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix, the #1 selling free testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of new Nugenix Thermo. Gargano, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help get you back into shape fast, absolutely free. Text BOTH to 42424. That's both to 42424.
With Mother's Day around the corner, now's the time to visit JCPenney's Friends and Family Sale. Get up to 50% off amazing brands she'll love, like Liz Claiborne and Exertion Activewear. Shop gifts from apparel and swimwear to ultra comfy robes. Plus, save even more with an extra 30% off coupon. Celebrate the woman who does it all. JCPenney. Offers and coupons valid through 5/2. Some exclusions apply. See store or jcp.com for details.
All eyes are on the Philadelphia Eagles as we get closer to the NFL Draft. Who's making it to the pros? Keep it locked to 97.5 The Fanatic for up-to-the-minute info from our pros. John Kincaid, Anthony Gargano, Mike Missinelli, and all of our analysts and guests. Brought to you by Bradford White Water Heaters. Bradford White is here for the pro. All Bradford White products are built to be the best, professionally installed, and America strong. Find a pro near you at BradfordWhite.com.
Well, times have been tough, but you can help make things brighter for yourself and others. Make money and help save lives by donating plasma at CSL Plasma. As a new CSL Plasma donor, you can make up to $825 this month. And your donations can help create therapies to treat people with rare and serious diseases. So give them and yourself a brighter tomorrow. For CSL Plasma locations and info on how you can donate plasma and make up to $825 this month, visit CSLPlasma.com. And when you go, tell them Mike Miss says hello. That's CSL Plasma. Good for you. Great for life.
How can I feel as good at the end of the day as I felt at the beginning?
The All-33 Backstrong chair makes it possible.
Well, how about tech that can triple the size of my monitor when I'm on the go?
With the Mobile Pixel Trio, it's possible.
How can my small business make a strong impression?
It's possible with the iPostal One virtual mailbox. Welcome to Staples Connect, a new world of possible with innovative tools for small business and remote workers. Explore what's new at your local Staples store or at staplesconnect.com. Staples Connect, the working and learning store.
To all you do-it-yourselfers, get ready to welcome Fram into the fam. Because America's #1 oil filter brand now has their own new line of motor oil and fluids. And it's only at Advance and CarQuest Auto Parts. Stop into Advance and choose from 4 new Fram oil change bundles starting at just $20.99. They have the oil and filters you need to keep your engine running stronger, longer. Advance your auto at Advance Auto Parts and participating CarQuest locations. See store for details.
Listen to 97.5 The Fanatic everywhere. On Alexa at 975thefanatic.com, the Fanatic app, and now on radio.com. Live. Now, back to more of the NFL Draft All-Star Spectacular on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Presented by Nolan Painting. Great pay and benefits. Apply at nolanpainting.com.
All right, it's 1:30 across the Delaware Valley. It's draft day. Always
Ready.
a special day in Philadelphia. Draft day.
Can't wait.
We had the All-Star Day going on. Lots of great food. Pagano's coming up big. Matty Pagano. Oh, it's fantastic. All kinds of great items. Johnny the K.
Yeah, there's Rita's out there too, by the way. Out there. Tunis, did you check out some of this?
I did. I'm a big mango Rita's man, so.
Grab one of 3
'em out.
delicious Reese's, the concretes out there. You can go on out and try some of the Reese's stuff too.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, there is. There's lots of good stuff. We love Rita's.
Dude.
We love Rita's. And by the way, Georgians love Rita's too. They
Oh,
came in
really?
too. Yes.
Get out.
Yes. You can find them. You can find, these people they're huge. They got tentacles everywhere.
It's amazing.
Great job, Rita's. Fantastic job. Glad you're a part of it. I'm ready for tonight. I'm ready for tonight.
I'm a stickler though with water ice. You got to go lemon. I'm a lemon man.
Guess what?
He goes to mango.
Guess what?
That's your fugazi flavor.
Lemon.
My man.
My first choice, and usually my only choice.
So you guys both are lemon or bust people?
Pretty much.
I'm lemon.
Pretty much. I'm not going. I don't need to
I'm
have
all lemon. Yeah.
Like I don't need to do the bubble gums and stuff like that.
Mango. Mango gets too much love.
Raspberry, maybe. I like raspberry above the cherry. So if there's 2, I would take. But it's always lemon.
Dude, when we were kids, the original
lemon,
flavors were lemon and cherry.
correct. Lemon and cherry left you looking like the Joker from Batman.
Yeah. But you had the pistachio nuts, the same thing.
Oh my gosh, you don't need it. Do you want a juicy nugget, by the way, in the draft?
What do you got?
I have a NFL insider who I'm very close to, who has said to me that if a certain quarterback is, I'll read exactly.
Okay.
If a certain quarterback is off the board by 9, he believes the Eagles would be interested in taking the 9th pick off Denver's hand and Denver going for the 12th pick. And so there are 3 quarterbacks that must drop off the board before Denver picking at 9. But he says I said, would the Eagles move up today? He said if 3 quarterbacks are off the board, he believes Denver would call the Eagles and say, and among other teams, and say, you want the 9th pick? You can have it.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, I totally.
9th for 12. But Denver has 3 quarterbacks. Now, to me, that means that there's 3 quarterbacks that they already know Trevor Lawrence and
Wilson.
are off the board.
Right.
So I don't even know how they could have. Like, who are the quarterbacks? Trey Lance.
So
there's Trey Lance. There's Justin Fields. There's Mac
you're
Jones.
saying that all 5 quarterbacks are gone.
The Denver
before
will
9.
move. Denver will move.
That's what they're saying. Which
Denver
is
will move.
Which is possible.
It is possible. Is it probable?
Well, here you go. You would have the 5 quarterbacks. You would have
Atlanta's the key.
You'd have Pitts.
Yes.
Right? Like, Pitts is, he's going to go before 9. You got
Chase is probably going
before 9.
Right.
And you got Sewell, who I think is the other tremendous talent.
But, I mean, it all hangs
and that
on
would
this.
be 8.
D. Orlando Ledbetter from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, who covers the Falcons, has said within the last 24 hours, he thinks the Kyle Pitts to Atlanta is a complete smokescreen. And he went on ESPN radio last night with Freddie Coleman, my man Freddie, good job, Fred, and said he believes it is a complete smokescreen.
Really?
And that they are going quarterback at 4.
Wow.
Now, the thing is, I'd find that hard to believe, but D-Led is on the ground. He believes it, and he said complete smokescreen with Kyle Pitts.
Well, you saw we were talking about the Pro Football Talk. There was a report
about the trade for
Niners.
Green Bay?
Yes, the Niners at 3, moving the 3rd pick for Aaron Rodgers.
I'd make that deal in a second if I was Green Bay.
Yes, so would I.
I'd make that deal in a second.
I'd do it for both teams.
Okay, so you look at it as a win-win.
Total.
Yeah, it's the Brady to the Bucks.
Totally, because here's the thing.
49ers are stacked.
Niners win the Super Bowl.
Oh, they are stacked.
You put Rodgers, Niners win the Super Bowl. And if you're Green Bay, you've already got acrimony with Aaron Rodgers. I don't think you're good enough to win. Now, you got a big deal in 3. You're going to get Garoppolo. If you like Love a little bit, you make Garoppolo he's my stopgap.
Right.
And then you put the number 3 pick up for sale.
I think that's a win-win. And I can tell you, I know Kyle Shanahan cannot stand the sight of me from his time in Atlanta. We did not mix.
I heard you tell that story.
We did not mix. Him and I do not mix. But let's just put it that way. We do not mix. He is an antisocial. He is a brilliant offensive coach.
Yeah.
A brilliant offensive coach. And I believe whatever quarterback he takes, I will have 100% faith that he's made a great choice because I believe he is brilliant. He has the interpersonal skills of a pet rock.
So what was the crux of your beef?
Criticism, and then we had people in common that we would run across in social circles and stuff like that, and he would not hide his disdain.
Really?
Yes.
He was open disdain for you.
Open disdain.
Really?
Like really open disdain. Once being in his neighborhood. Once being in his neighborhood.
Screw you, Kincaid.
Well, once being in his neighborhood and saying, who let you in here?
No.
Yes. Yes. Who let you in here?
Really?
Yes.
What'd you say?
I said, I have friends. Do you?
There you go.
That was my answer.
That's a good answer.
I said, I have friends. Do you? He didn't like the fact that there was a story that I knew about him that he didn't like me publicizing, and there was a bad story. He has Chunas, do you have a buddy? Do you have a buddy you're like a blood brother? Anthony, you got blood brothers.
Yeah.
Right. Would you ever put their name on your body?
Their name?
No.
He has. And you know the person. Chris Sims.
Okay.
Chris Sims and him are like blood brothers.
Oh. I hated his mock
and they
draft
put
the other
each
day.
other's on their bodies and tattoos. And he didn't like that I said that. And he held a grudge about it forever.
Did it?
That's what I said.
Yeah, if you did it, what?
They in college. They were college roommates, I believe.
All right.
Like college roommates.
I think it's
they were
kinda
like
weird,
blood brothers. I think it's kind of odd.
Yeah.
But he didn't like it and then held it and literally was going to hold it against me forever.
Where was the tat?
Lower leg.
Lower leg on the ankle?
Around the ankles.
Are they going to have like friendship?
Okay, it's
anklets?
odd. That's odd. Okay, it's odd. So we had a little we didn't even have fun. We just said that
if I ever see you with aunt or cuz
on right around like your lower part of your leg,
or about my
like
chest,
bottom of your like
right on my chest with a heart around,
like
it.
the bottom of your calf, like the bottom of your calf.
Instead of the mom one, it's aunt.
Chewing this right here.
And guess what? The two of them, it's great. They love each other like brothers. And that's awesome.
Listen,
and that's awesome. And the thing is that I think that's a little. I would never go to that.
I got friends of mine I die for. Listen,
exactly. You would dispose of bodies. You maybe already have.
I would die for them.
Come on, Junis. You think he has?
I would die for him before I put tattoos on. Well, their names.
So would I. And that was just the point of the story as we talked about it. And he didn't like it.
Wow, that's crazy.
And he literally held it against me.
Wow,
he was
that's
not
wild.
happy.
All right, so let's. I'm curious what you think. How long does this rebuild take in your eyes? Like, are you sold on? And it's not just Howie. Remember,
yes.
Howie gets all the brunt of it because he's the face. He's the GM.
I agree with you. Yeah.
It's Jeffrey because here's the bottom line. If Howie suddenly he's got to tell Jeffrey, well, that's fine. Howie's out. And now all of a sudden there's somebody else in. And it goes back to all roads lead to Jeffrey. Jeffrey wants a certain guy. Do you think that this brass and this inexperienced coaching staff, who is not going to at all challenge the brass?
No, they're not.
That this is a recipe for a quick rebuild.
I'm going to tell you that I've been told to believe that the scouts will have the largest voice in the organization in the pick of the player. So I'm going to believe that till I see it. And then when I see it, I'll either believe it or not. But right now I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt. But what I do think, Ant, is that Jeffrey Lurie and Howie Roseman are looking at this like it's love it or list it, where the couple is told, well, I got a budget for $60,000 to fix this house up. And then the woman starts taking down the walls and everything, and she goes, no, to do this job right, you got to spend $90,000. And the people say, no, you're not getting another dime. So she just got to make do. I believe they believe we can do a $60,000 rebuild model where it might take $120,000.
Yeah,
and that's my guess is that they want to half-ass this. That's my guess. They believe this isn't as bad as all of us are saying it is. This roster is terrible. I don't know. You know with Jamie every day. You hear Jamie every day. I don't know what I wish I saw the world of Philly sports through Jamie's glasses. It's those glasses. If we ever get a hold of them and we study the lenses, because he sees things that I don't see. He sees dead people.
I worked with him for 10 years.
I don't get it.
And I love him to death. He's like talk about I won't get his name tattooed, but I love him.
Yeah, Lou love
right?
him.
It's my main man.
He's like your misfit cousin, though.
But yeah, he talks himself. He wants so badly.
It is.
So he talks himself. He is a bit of a child, which is fine.
He's got childlike joy for all, and he's
it's like a loving thing,
right?
You know.
I personally believe in the tough love.
Well,
I'll be the one to tell you your baby's ugly.
Yeah, you're caustic. You're Clark Kramer.
Yes. I will tell you that your baby's ugly. I'm not going to tell you. Like if someone shows me pictures, and that baby, isn't this the cutest baby you've ever seen?
I would not tell them the baby's ugly.
No,
I would not.
No, but I would go. People say, "Isn't that the cutest baby you've ever seen?" I'll be like, "No."
You're right. You would not.
No,
I know you wouldn't.
I know.
Yeah, I know. I wouldn't. I would tell them, yeah.
See, you'd lie. You'd do it.
I
You'd
would
lie to be kind.
Yes, I'd lie.
I don't have That's why my wife and daughter call me Sheldon from The Big Bang.
Oh my God!
They call me Sheldon. Because you now you see it in me.
Yes,
I don't have.
You know what?
I don't have a filter to make people feel good.
No, what?
I don't.
You know what's amazing?
It's genetic. It's who I am.
You don't have, but yet you do have a degree of Although I don't know if it's nostalgia or sentimentality. Like
a little bit.
Like when I talk to you about like all of a sudden I go, wow, yeah, man. Like Wildwood.
Right,
this and
exactly.
that. But then I could see the Sheldon come back. You leave the sentimentality.
And it's X's and O's, black and white, yes and no, good and bad, and no gray area, except this head of hair.
Interesting.
No gray area. Like, and they call me.
You know what's great? You get entirely like thrilled and excited. Like the happiest you get is when you're talking about General Hospital.
Oh, it's great. It's great. We'll go out to L.A. for something and say, you and I will go on the set. I'll take you on the set. We'll go to Port Charles.
Listen,
we'll go to
God
Port Charles.
bless, man.
Did your grandma watch the stories?
Yes, she did. She watched General Hospital.
One Life to Live, probably.
One Life to Live. That
All
was
My Children.
2:00.
She watched All My Children at 1, probably.
No, she watched One Life to Live, and then General Hospital.
Yes.
What was the other one? All My
Children.
No,
It was 1
I
o'clock.
thought there was another one.
Days of Our Lives. Did she watch
I don't
Stefano?
know. Who?
Stefano DiMera. He died like 8 times. The Phoenix. He died like 8 times. He was the Phoenix. He was the Phoenix. He'd get blown up in a car. He'd fall off a cliff.
Well, you know what was great is that she would say, "Oh man," until you would talk like, "No, I could be like I get sentimental," because she would say, "And I'm gonna watch my stories, doll." Like my mom wants to watch her stories, and she would sit in her red chair with the console television, and she would watch the shows.
Well, Johnny watches the story.
I would take a nap, or I don't know, whatever we were doing, you know.
Good. A buddy of mine plays a character on The Young and the Restless. He is the son of Victor Newman, the main character of the show.
Okay.
It's the only job he's ever had, Ed.
Are you serious?
Only job he's had. He was a male model, and then he got this job. And literally, I'll call Joshua and go, what's up? He's a crazy NFL draft person, by the way. He wishes he had our job. And he's on The Young and the Restless. And he'll go, I'll go, what's going on? He'll go, not getting fat. I'll say, what are you doing? He's going, not getting fat. Because as long as he can take his shirt off and do everything, he can work for the rest of his life.
Money, yeah.
He's the main character's son. So he's had the job for like 27 years.
Oh my
And all he has to
God.
do is just go to bed with like beautiful women and like just be the son of the main character. And he is an NFL draft crazy person. And he will text me 20 times tonight going, oh, my gosh, what do you think the Cowboys?
great.
And he's a big Cowboys fan, though. I let him in. He's one of the few Cowboys fans that I let in the inner circle. I do not let many Cowboys fans
in the inner circle, huh?
within the inner circle. He does not many Cowboys fans make the inner circle.
Oh, my God.
But I can tell you this, tonight, though, if they end up with Devontae Smith, which I think they're very well might do, I think it's a much better value than if you bought him at 6. Much better value to buy him at 12 because I have questions. Mikey and I get into it this morning.
What's that?
The SEC windows. If you look at his highlight film, I watched his entire career, and he caught balls, and Chunas, you're better athletically than me. He caught balls that I could have caught many of the balls because he was wide open as far as catching them. Now, he caught them and ran.
Yeah, but dude,
the windows were wide open.
That doesn't mean anything. He can run.
I'm going to tell you this.
First of all, he's a great route runner. He'll get open.
But, Ann, I'll tell you,
Listen,
Julio,
I do a college football show every week, too, so I'm with you.
But Julio Jones said it to me. Number one thing about coming to the NFL, he said, boy, the window.
True.
He said the windows.
But that kid can run.
He said though the windows and so can Julio. And he'd say the windows in Atlanta are far different than the windows in Tuscaloosa.
Without a
and
doubt.
he goes, I'm having a contested catch almost every catch.
Yeah.
And he's like, and in Alabama, 4 out of 5 catches wide open and then run with the ball.
Right.
So he says it's a totally different game.
Yeah, like you can say the same thing about Jamar Chase. You can say the same thing about any college football receiver. The window.
A little less with LSU's offense. A little
come on,
less.
bro. You could go look at the Big 12,
right,
where everybody's wide open.
Well, they're
Nobody
wide
plays
open.
Defense.
Yeah, they're wide. They don't play.
All right, nobody plays. So the window thing is less of an argument for me than I love his hands.
Oh, his hands.
He's
are
a great route runner, and he's got great hands. So I think the kid could play.
So do I.
Now I'm not. Now I want the corn. I want Surtain.
See, I want Surtain first, and I want Horn second. And if Surtain or Horn are on the board at 12, either one of them's on the board at 12, that's who I want the pick to be.
Yeah.
I want to fix a position where for 10 years I can Sheldon Brown it I can do something like that where I know I've got a dependable guy who's going to show up physically, he's going to hold up and do the job.
I mean, listen, that's
what I want.
That's it's a huge...
More than I want a wide receiver, though, because I think this is a deeper wide receiver draft, and I'd be fine to address it in the second round.
I've been saying it all day, and I agree with you. If you're going to look at wide receiver, nowadays, and you're a college football guy, because you know Saturday bleeds into Sunday like it's never been before.
Never.
These receivers are much more... You can find them. They come out of school... They understand concepts. They're way different.
Well, the route
than they were 10 years ago. Well, 10 years ago, I was just talking about it. You still had teams running options.
And the route running is spectacular.
These kids are amazing.
Compared to 10, 15 years ago.
And you got kids that are basketball kids that are playing basketball on grass, that understand all this stuff. Real quick, want to give away some beer. A case of Miller Lite, the original light beer and official partner of the Eagles. Great taste, less filling, only 96 calories and 3.2 grams of carbs. What caller, Johnny?
How about number 5? Because 5 will always love you.
Let's do number 5.
I would say no.
Donovan McNabb. There was a problem
Just don't call him for your Uber.
No, that was a problem with...
That'd be a big problem.
I'm embarrassed.
But
he had a problem with windows.
Yes.
That was... When guys were wide open... He would throw it through the window.
Or hit their feet.
Well,
a lot of that later on.
Yeah, I mean, his
mechanics never got... Did he ever get... Because Donovan McNabb, to me, is my favorite Eagles quarterback of all time.
I was just telling a story. I was just telling a story to one of the guys. So I covered 5 in college.
Okay.
So he's at Syracuse. I did 2 big games. Virginia Tech, he comes back. He runs a 52-yard scramble, end of a game, throws a dart in the back of the end zone to Steve Brominski, a backup tight end for Vatek. Wow, this kid, man, my God, right? So I catch him again New Year's Day, Orange Bowl. I'm covering the game, and it's Florida. And Florida's got a really good secondary, right? Real good corners. And they shut down the Syracuse receivers. Like, they put him in a box, in a bag, and 5... He didn't know where to go with it. Now, what the lesson was, and Andy tried to teach him how to play quarterback. I thought he did a good job.
Sure he did.
But he never mastered the fact of anticipation throws. And again, to Donovan's, on his behalf, it wasn't the pre-snap league when he came in that it turned out to be at the end of his career.
And it's I'm always going to think of him fondly. I'm always gonna be a guy. I was
won
a
lot
big
of
fan.
games, man.
I was a big fan. Yeah, it was a golden era.
They won a lot of games. All right, so
buddy.
Johnny, what a pleasure. I mean,
great seeing you, man.
It was so much fun.
I see every day. It
goes by fast.
It does go by fast.
My God.
If Horn or Surtain's on the board, I'm all in.
We actually agree.
I'm all in.
We're all about it, man.
I'm all in. And that's where I think that it's the biggest impact on making this team better.
Too, yeah.
Oh, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it. Watch for those trades, though. And by the way, if Horn and Surtain are off the board, I believe they'll go to 15 and the Patriots will go to 12.
Yeah, I'm not in love with that.
You're not in love with that one.
I don't like that at all.
You got
all right, brother.
Good job, buddy.
Thanks, buddy. I'll see you
later, man. Take care of yourself.
Today.
Absolutely.
The great John Kincaid. Listen to him every morning from 6 to 10 right here on 97.5 The Fanatic. All right, the day is not over. Tunis, the day is not over.
Oh, you got Mikey Miss coming up next.
That's right. No, Padrino is coming up next. And he's got a whole list of characters. I'll be back with him. You'll be back with
220, me and Bobby C.
I love it.
Here's with Bob.
All right. Everybody, as always, thanks for listening. Thanks for hanging. We love you, and we'll see you a little bit later on.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Draft day. This Fanatic Sports Update is brought to you by LifeLock Identity Theft Protection. 30% of ID theft victims suffered multiple types of identity theft. Get LifeLock. Save up to 25% off your first year at LifeLock.com. It's the day of the NFL Draft. Reports state the Eagles have been working the phones to move up to jump ahead of the Cowboys for one of the top corners. Eagles pick at 12. Cowboys have number 10. Tim McManus joins Mike today at 4. Flyers' Carter Hart will miss the remainder of the regular season with an MCL sprain in his left knee. The team faces the Devils again tonight. Hear that game on the Fanatic at 7. Sixers beat the Hawks last night, 127-83 to clinch a playoff spot. They play the Hawks again tomorrow. Phillies are facing the Cardinals today. It's 0-0 in the bottom of the second. Stick with the Fanatic all day long for breaking news and updates. I'm Natalie Eganoff for 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the NFL Draft All-Star Spectacular on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Presented by Nolan Painting. Great pay and benefits. Apply at Nolan.